Season 1, Episode 6 of PDX Productions, Chronicle PDX by Night, Knights of Faded Roses. Before we start this session, a small bit of housekeeping. This game, while based in the V5 version of the World of Darkness, and specifically Vampire the Masquerade, we are not sanctioned by, nor are any of us directly associated with, World of Darkness. As such, this is a non-canon chronicle. Our chronicles are based on the V5 Masquerade rules with a few small homebrew elements and a small amount at times of Rule of Cool, but not very often. This is a horror game, and as such, it is not meant for children. If you are a child or are offended or triggered by blood, guts, gore, veins in your teeth, sexual innuendo, or foul language, please consider if this is really your thing to be watching. You have been warned. We would like to extend our deepest thanks to the Willamette Falls Studios for the use of this recording space. If you are in the Portland area and looking for studio production services, they have a podcast studio, 2 video production studios, 1 with fully functional kitchen, and will soon be opening music recording studios, as well as field services. You can contact them at willamettefallsstudios.org. If you enjoy this production and would like to support us, you can donate to the Willamette Falls Studios and specify that it is for PDX Gaming Productions, and the funds will go to our studio costs. If you are a local game or comic shop and would like to sponsor us or be listed in our intermission, please contact us at pdxgamingproductions@gmail.com. You can also find us on YouTube at PDX Gaming Productions, via Twitter at PDX_by_night, and via Facebook in our Knights of Faded Roses group. One other announcement. It is with genuine sadness and regret that we announce that Rob and Andrew will no longer be actively participating in our chronicle. This was by their choice, and they will be missed, and we hope to have them possibly come back as guest roles in the future. In the meantime, we will be searching for a 4th, and maybe even a 5th player to join our little coterie. Time will tell. Finally, given that this is spooky season, we decided to change things up a little bit for our Halloween episode. Elizabeth will be taking a break from storytelling duties and being a player this round. And who am I? Well, if it isn't obvious by now, it will be shortly. Now, let's meet our vampires.
I'm Shannon. I'm playing Elisa Taylor tonight.
I'm Di. I'm playing Aliana.
I'm Elizabeth, and tonight I will be playing Trinisa, the sheriff.
And now, let's sit back with our favorite spooky treat and tell a vampire story.
And welcome back. So this is we're going to start approximately 2 or 3 nights past the where we left off in the last session.
Okay.
And Alexandra has left the area for a industry event for talk radio, specifically for conspiracy theory talk radio.
That's what she do.
She's been invited as a guest speaker and has playing up to her image and her reputation of her show in order to keep from screwing up her sleep schedule is only doing night panels.
Nice.
And so she's going to be out of the area for now.
Okay.
So while she is away, the boys are still down south, and the last you have heard from them is that their investigation's getting a lot more complex, and they're going to be down there for an unforeseen amount of time. So that they basically said, hey, we're sorry. You guys, actually John said, because Sheehan was, wanting to kill shit, as he does.
As he does.
And so they're going to be down there for the foreseeable future.
Okay.
It is a middle of the week night. You've met at a different, you're not meeting at the tower this evening, you're meeting at a concert venue. One of the smaller independent concert venues downtown.
Okay.
And you're just catching up on what's going on as far as the investigations regarding the Messiah and trying to track down Owen and Christine and just generally catching up.
Okay.
And Tamina is there with you. And she says basically, well, I would not have thought that someone's training could have taken their training that well. I've been having an extremely difficult time tracking down Owen, but I've got a couple of leads that I should have more details on by the end of next week. How has your investigations been?
Mine has been less than fruitful. Unfortunately, I have hit several dead walls. I'm not quite sure exactly what is going on. As you're listening, you're watching her get more frustrated and flustered with the idea that she simply cannot seem to find things. And her accent's getting a little thicker.
Okay. It's ratcheting up.
It's ratcheting up just a little bit because she's getting really, really frustrated. And so you find she's speaking just with a very light Prussian accent. And she's very... The blush of life is actually right there. She has actually recently fed. So that's there. But in addition, she's very, very frustrated. And she can't seem to find anything at all at this point. I've tried everything. I don't... Not even my alchemist has been able to figure out what more is happening at this point. And yes, I do have an alchemist. I have layers.
Okay.
Yes, Trinisa is quite the onion. So, Aliana, is it safe to assume that you're sitting there plugging away at your laptop or tablet, trying to prepping your report for this?
Actually, it's probably safer to say I'm trying to find another source of meal packets.
Oh, okay, so you're trying to track down more juice bags. Okay.
I am, in fact, putting the finishing touches on my report.
For the group
Yes.
or for your sire?
Both.
Okay.
And so we'll start with since most of what the group knows, we've already been privy to in verbal conversations. So this is mostly for my sire and for London. But if anybody has anything they need to add.
So, one bit of news that you have found out is that oddly enough, there have been more thin bloods that have disappeared through your couple of connections. Trinisa, you've been told that another 4 have gone missing just in the last week. But bodies haven't shown up yet. They're just gone. Nobody knows where they've gone. They're just gone.
That is disturbing.
Yes, it is.
Just another reason why she's frustrated, because they have to be going somewhere. Either they are being held someplace or I don't even know what. No one at the airport has seen anything. No one at the train stations have seen anything. No one seems to be going in and out of the state as far as that's concerned. I have no idea.
Nobody on the bus.
Have you
No.
checked by water?
Yes, I have checked by water. The standard number of boats going in and out as far as the shipments and containers in there. There's nothing strange as far as the containers are concerned. At least nothing on paper. And nothing that seems to be connected to Cerberus or to anything else. Not that I'm aware of.
Add that to my report as well.
Okay, so as you guys are discussing this, that's more or less how the evening goes. It's pretty mellow. Outside of that, things have been pretty calm. There's, the midterm elections coming up. There's all the political crap. There's, the homeless issue is still a major issue. And some rather controversial solutions are being proposed, but nobody wants to commit to anything so close to an election. They just want to imply very heavily that they're going to do X, Y, or Z, but no one's actually willing to commit to it.
It's silly season.
Yes, it is. It is indeed silly season. So, at the end of the day, you guys head home and head to your havens and call it a night. So we're going to go ahead and fast forward to the next day.
Okay.
And I would like each of you to make a rouse check, please.
Okay.
Oof.
And to mute your phones. Oh, no, that was the computer. Never mind.
Sorry.
What'd you roll?
6.
On a 20-sider. Roll a
20.
10-sider.
Roll a 10 side. Love. There you go.
Okay, you did good. Hungrier.
7.
7, okay.
6.
Okay, so you guys are fine. You get hungrier by 1. And
Was I ever able to score more juice bags on the hunt? Because y'all suck it all up.
Well, I can't help it. Growing guild, after all.
you've found a very promising source. You're just doing final vetting to make sure that it's not some, setup or government sting or any of that crap. But you've got a source that you're relatively confident is going to pan out. You should have a complete answer on that within the next day or two. So we'll start with Trinisa.
Yes.
As you're starting to rouse too, your servitor is there at your door, just waiting. Waiting for you to wake up fully. Mistress Trinisa, something came for you.
Oh.
And he hands you a extremely fancy black with gold embossed ink envelope.
Oh.
It says Trinisa, former sheriff, Portland.
Oh, I beg your pardon. Open it up.
You open it up and it says, "You have been invited to meet the new Prince of Portland. Elysium will be held at the Roxy in 1 day's time. All kindred are invited to attend. Are requested to attend." You get the impression that
Requested is more required.
yes.
Yeah.
And it says, signed, Prince von Corbin.
Does that name ring any bells to me?
Go ahead and roll wits and awareness.
Okay.
And don't forget to include your hunger.
Indeed. Wits. And... Nah. I have 3 successes, one of which is on my hunger die.
Okay, good. It's not a critical or anything, right?
No.
Okay. You've heard of someone with a very similar name, only there was more like a Van Corvin, not Bin. But that, with translations across continents,
Ellis Island and all that.
yeah, it's entirely possible that. But what little you can remember is that they were a magnate of some sort over 100 years ago,
Oh, someone has
and not in the West Coast.
big ass balls. Right.
Okay.
Okay, we'll go ahead, and with that, while you're stewing over that for a minute, we'll go ahead and move on to Aliana. You wake up in your sleepy place, and then you do your usual check all your things.
Grab the last bag out of the fridge.
One of your mice, for lack of a better term, knocks on your door, and you're not gonna believe this shit, Ollie.
Now who am I killing? Wait. Let me finish my coffee. Now talk to me.
Okay, you might want to get another cup. This is fucking amazing. Here you go. And it's a black high gloss paper envelope with gold emboss. It says exactly what hers does, only it says Aliana on the top.
Oh, give me my pliers. Sit down. Pick up the phone. Mm-hmm. Calling Mort in Canada.
Okay. Oi! How can I help you?
I need all the information on this Corbin asshole.
Corbin?
Von Corbin, or whatever the hell his name is.
So you're going to read him the name?
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
This is not a through the computer. I need an audio.
I see. Okay, give me a second to dig around a bit, and I'll have it for you in a minute. Give me just hold on, don't hang up. Hold on. You hear him tacking away and running a bunch of stuff, and he's all. After about 3 or 4 minutes, he's just like, "The fuck? This doesn't. I don't get it. What?
Whose fangs am I pulling?
A ghost's, if I'm reading this correctly."
I'm not fucking with ghosts. It's too early in the day.
No, I mean, this guy doesn't exist. Not under that name, anyway.
Okay, what name does it exist under?
Do you have a first name for him? I mean,
Read him off the entire invite. You know where I stand at this moment.
I didn't think you guys were going for the Prince thing again.
We aren't.
Interesting.
Now you see why I called you and not someone local.
Yeah, no, I understand. Well, I'm going to start digging some more on this, see what the hell I can find out. This is going to take some work because I've gone through 4 layers of digging, and
If you need to get Romania on it to help you, that's cool with me.
you know they're not cheap.
They still owe me from 20 years ago.
Okay. All right. I'll put in the request and I'll let you know what I find out.
Okay.
And then we'll move over to Alyssa. Elisa, my apologies.
Of course.
So, Elisa, you wake up and you find shoved under your front door, black envelope, gold embossed thing with your name on it.
Some posh git's got a fuck ton of money. All right.
And this is nice. I mean, this like real gold embossed, not this fake make it look like it's gold embossed. This is real gold.
Just kind of scratch it a little bit.
Yeah, no, it's real.
Shit.
You open it up. You open it up, and it's, again, you're cordially invited at the Roxy. 1 day from now, this is Elysium, or Elysium will be enforced.
Okay. All right. Actually, pretty much do the exact same thing.
So you're gonna. So who are you reaching
What
out
in the
to?
ever-loving fuck?
Well, let's see. Oh, who have I got? Let's see here. What? Well, let's see. With a pip in politics, who do I have?
Are you checking local politics or are you checking overseas?
We'll start with local and then go to overseas.
Okay, so Pip in politics, single Pip?
Yeah, just a single pip.
All right, go ahead and roll politics, and hang on a second. We'll go with politics and wits.
Politics and wits, okay. I got 2.
You happen to know a relatively highly placed councilman in the vicinity,
Okay.
and you don't have a direct line to the mayor, but you got a direct line to the mayor's closest personal assistant.
Okay. Do I have their number in my mobile?
I'll say yes, because you've got them as a contact. You do have their number
Okay.
handy.
Fire off a quick text, spell it out. You know who, any idea who this fellow is, and send. Go on about.
It shows shortly after it's read, and you see the 3 dots going. Comes back. It's like nobody's contacted the mayor's office by that name, and I haven't heard of any executives or anything. Why? What's up?
Send a picture. Got this slipped under my door this morning.
Does this person know you're a vampire?
I expect they probably do, because the word Elysium was mentioned.
No. Does the person you're texting to
Oh, no.
know you're a vampire?
No, they're not. That's why I'm just showing just picture of just the envelope.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, if you're showing them the full no, we're talking masquerade breach, man.
That would be exciting.
Yeah, right.
No, oh, no, I'm not.
This just went up to 11.
Well then,
I'm not that barmy. Thank you very much. No,
okay.
Just a picture of the envelope. Click.
Okay.
You know, this ended up under my door this morning.
Point of clarification, since hers said former sheriff, does ours have anything?
No titles at all.
Okay, good.
Okay.
It's just addressing you as if you were just Joe Kindred. Or Joan Kindred, as the case may be.
Joni and Johnny. Okay.
rude.
They look at it and go, that's...
Posh.
looks well made. Any indication of vendor who made it?
Actually, that's why I want to ask who are the best print shops in town.
Oh my goodness. Let's see if we have any that do real gold emboss. Actually, I don't want to use these guys. That's I without actually looking at the paper in person, I don't know of anybody in town that does that. Did you tell them it was real gold?
Yes.
They're like, yeah, nobody here has the money nobody in town has the
wherewithal to
the
do.
wherewithal. I mean, unless you count Intel because they're making circuits, but
Yeah, but they're
not going to be
giving that
kicking
away.
out invitations.
Nope.
Sorry.
No, it's all good. I'm sorry if I took you away from anything. Send.
Boring night.
Oh, lovely.
Election season.
Oh yeah. How's that going for your campaign, by the way?
Our mayor's doing good. He's not on the block yet, so.
Lucky. Who's?
Actually, I don't remember. Is he on the block?
No.
I didn't think so. I didn't think he was on the block this year.
I was gonna say yeah. City council was I think last.
Yeah, there's a couple city council people who are up.
Yeah, there's a couple city council. It's every 2 years for city council.
Okay.
Yeah.
And but they alternate.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
thought. So I didn't. Yeah, mayor's not up this year.
Mayor's not up. Yeah. I
No,
think it was,
unfortunately.
2020, right? Wheeler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He needs to go.
Should have
Sorry.
gone in the link.
It's all
Sorry,
good.
not
No,
sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
It's all good. I'm
Welcome to the
character.
politics of Knights of Faded Roses.
kind of ambivalent towards the guy myself, but yeah. All right. All right. Well.
Yeah, and they're like, and then they also add, but then of course, I'm probably not the best person to be asking about this since I'm not a stationer. I don't do stationery. I'm not a scribe.
That's all right. I'm just.
You might want to check maybe the local. When you hear a ... Promise not to laugh ...
Oh, I promise. Fingers crossed.
Do you have any contacts in the local SCA?
My God, that's flipping brilliant. No, I don't. Do you? Is that actually a thing
I haven't done
here?
anything in the SCA in years, they say, so I don't know any of the current members of the Scribes Guild.
But you've given me an excellent idea. Thanks, mate. Send back
Happy to help.
couple kissy faces.
Are there any of your contacts you don't flirt with?
Nope.
Fair enough. Okay.
Because
Excuse me,
I-
drinking game. That's fair.
That's fair.
Because I am a woman of very particular tastes. Pulse, not necessarily. Human, breathing.
Excellent.
Okay.
Are we sure on the breathing of the human?
Well, as long as they're upright and operating under their own power, yes.
Ah, yes.
Yes. Yes. Human or once human, it's all well and good, but they have to at least be able to keep up with me in conversation.
After I get
Okay.
ready for the day, I'm going to send my ghoul out on a quest to figure out
A quest.
on a quest, yes, to see if they can't figure out who it was that dropped this, either by tracking or by contact, searching through local CCTV.
Okay. You see, as they're going through, they come back to you a little while later, and they come back with security footage from your haven. It shows just, generic DHL type courier, knocks on the door, gets us, your courtier or your retainer answers, and they, has them sign, hands the envelope in a, DHL envelope. It's not, they don't have it in the black envelope, but it's like,
Right,
it's
DHL.
Yeah. Like
DHL type of
delivery
company.
envelope.
Yeah.
A mailing envelope.
And then looking at any other regional things, you see, the guy goes back to a standard delivery company vehicle, drives off. I don't know, do you have the, what's your technology listing? Technology rating?
My tech is not so good.
Okay. So much beyond that, that's the type of thing you'd call Aliana for.
Fair. I mean, I do have a 3 in investigation, but that's more physical investigation, not
Yeah, but
necessarily science or
for street
technology.
cams and stuff,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
that's an Aliana thing.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna give a call
Two.
to Aliana.
Aliana, you receive a call.
This better be good.
Oh, trust me, if it wasn't, I would not be calling you this early in the day.
Oh, you got one too then?
I see. Yes. Have you been able to find anything out?
Besides the fact that we're chasing a ghost. Not yet. I'm still processing my coffee.
Yeah, I knew someone about 100 years ago with a similar name, but they haven't been. I mean, as far as I'm aware, they weren't involved at this point anymore. I'm not sure whether they simply died or were killed or simply dropped off the radar or dropped off the earth, but they're not here anymore.
Right.
So I don't know who this person is, whether they're actually that person or whether they have simply taken over someone else's identity.
My theory is it's someone else because this person doesn't exist.
That's a problem.
Oh, you bet your butt it is.
And I read her off what's the front of mine. Former.
So you want a pair of pliers too?
Oh, the largest set that we can find.
Got any more dead blood?
I can get a few more vials of that. I just need to contact my brewer for that.
Well, you know, I'm more than happy to trade you that for some Jonathan Happy drugs. You can put whatever flavor in it you want.
You have. She doesn't. You okay? On that note, so the only one she hasn't been given the full details from you guys
No.
about the Jonathan Happy drugs. Tranisa, let's see if Tamina has hinted at it. Oh, fuck yeah, she did. So, to your memory, after the conversation last time,
Yes.
basically Tamina called you and said, "You are not going to fucking believe this."
What?
A very out of character statement for Tamina. to have her just, like, she's normally much more refined.
Right.
And she's like, did you know that your conclave has the ability to blood bond people without actually having them drink from the tap?
I did not know this. No.
Yeah, they apparently did some chemical fuckery to Jonathan.
Oh, there has been some naughtiness, I suppose.
Nothing that I'd call as a masquerade breach,
Fair.
but something that we should definitely keep a close eye on as things go forward.
Indeed. Yes, that's not something that we would necessarily wish to have happen on a regular basis, at the very least. Yes.
And with that, we'll go ahead and go back to today.
Yes. Flashback. So yes, I suppose we could do some trade there. Yes. We need to get together and talk about how we're going to handle this. This is a problem.
Oh, it's a big problem. Internationally, they can't find this asshole.
That is a bigger problem than I expected. I think I should probably call Tranisa and see if...
You mean Tamina?
Or Tamina.
Call
I'm going to go
yourself.
call myself, and we'll have a discussion over here in my closet. Yes.
Soon did you become Alexandra? Sorry, couldn't resist.
It's all right. Sometimes you just need to have a decent conversation with yourself.
As long as you don't lose the argument.
That's right. I'm going to call Tamina then, and I think it might do to have her sire perhaps put out some feelers as well, considering the connections that she and her family have.
It would probably be a wise choice.
It's at that moment you get a text
Ah,
from Tamina.
excellent. She's probably pissed. I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, let's meet up and say 3 hours.
Excellent. Where would you like to...
It's a good question. How do you feel about waffles?
I mean, they used to taste fine.
Pancake house, 24-hour hot cake house on Powell.
That's lovely. There's a nice dark corner in the back.
Exactly.
Perfect. I'll see you there in a few hours.
Okay.
All right, and are you going to call and invite anybody else to come along, or?
Yes, I will give a call out to Elisa and also to Tamina.
Okay, so Tamina responds. In the middle of have something I have to wrap up first, so I may be a little late, but I will be there.
Okay.
And you get a text from Janisa saying, need to meet at 24-hour Pancake House, stuff to discuss.
Address and when?
And I send that to you.
Okay. All right, then I guess I get ready to go.
Okay.
Send a couple of texts to Felicity. Felicity?
To Felicity?
Felicity, yes.
Okay.
Just let her know I'm thinking. What are Felicity's pronouns, damn it? I feel like a fucking twat. I never actually asked.
I'm going to have to defer to the other storyteller for that.
For the most part, it's they, them.
They, them. Okay. So let them know that I'm thinking about them and that hope they're having a wonderful evening and that I'm keen to catch up.
They respond, I can't wait. Oh my God. The information I'm able to get now. Thank you. And like 4 lines of thank yous, followed with hearts and kisses, and I owe you big time.
Oh, how little she knows.
Oh, yeah.
They know.
Oh,
how little they know.
Yes. Yep. Send back a couple of kissy faces. It was my absolute pleasure.
She responds, oh, it will be.
Respond back. Don't tease me, darling. Please. Winky face.
She sends a who's teasing with a one of those evilly grinning cat faces.
Yeah.
Respond back with, oh, sweetheart. One day you will find out.
Responds, I can't wait.
Responds, nor can I. Oh my God, I'm a horrible flirt.
Okay, so are you then going to head on over to the Waffle House?
Yeah, get dressed, get ready to go.
In the meantime, I'm making another phone call.
Okay.
Actually, 2 more.
Okay.
First one is to Alexandra.
Okay. You call her up and she's like, yo, what's up, girl? How you
Bitch,
doing?
sit down.
Oh, it's one of those nights. You know I'm on the other side of the country, right?
Before my coffee.
This is really one of those nights. Okay. Yeah, give me just a second. Yeah, no. Tell Sukulos I'll talk to him later. Yeah, no, I promise I'll talk to him. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I got to take this, guys. It's important. Thanks. I'll see you in a little bit.
You can tell him the studio burnt down if it helps you. Not that the studio burnt down.
Oh, God, I hope not.
You might wish it was.
Oh, do tell.
So, we've been getting invites.
What kind of invites?
Like black paper, embossed gold crap. Saying everybody is invited and requested to be at the Roxy tomorrow for an Elysium.
Who the hell's calling Elysium? We're the only ones who have the authority to do that right now.
Some asshole who decided that he is now the prince. Oh, sit down. It gets better.
I'm already sitting. I can't sit down any more than I am.
Sit on the floor.
This is a ghost. This guy doesn't exist.
Really?
Remember, you've been talking to Mort lately, right?
Yeah, a
Yeah,
little
I had
bit.
to call Jeffrey.
Wow. Okay.
Internationally, this guy doesn't exist. This is a ghost.
Do you need me to hop on a plane?
You can stay there for right now, but keep your phone ready because it may be recording time.
In that case, use phone number 3.
Got it.
Yeah, if anything changes, let me know.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, please keep me posted because, yeah, to quote one of my favorite Sci-Fi Channel shows, this is some bullshit. So.
Oh, honey, it's some major bullshit.
Yeah,
Like I said,
no, I can't wait to hear about it. Keep me
Doesn't
posted.
exist.
Yeah, so we got a Johnny McDoesn't exist, huh?
And we're meeting up at the.
What's this fool's name?
Van Corbin?
Van or Vaughn? Or V-A-U-G?
It's V-O-N, so it's Von Corbett.
Von Corbin.
That's
Told you this was before my coffee.
that's odd.
Von Corbin.
Why would-
That's an odd mixture of names.
Yeah,
Right?
German and French.
Okay.
I've got Romania looking.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
So you do what you got to do there.
No. I'm due to a panel in 5 minutes, but if anything changes or if you need me for anything, do not hesitate. I will respond to you as swiftly as I possibly can.
It's to the point that
Damn it, Andreas! I said hold on.
Tamina and I are going to do a liquid exchange. She can have a little Jonathan Happy Juice. I need a little more of the dead blood. I don't trust
Tamina or
this.
Tranisa?
Tranisa. That one. One of the damn T's.
Wow, it is early in the day for you. Got it.
Yeah. I haven't finished my cup yet.
It's okay, darling. It's okay. It's okay. Breathe. Well, no, don't breathe.
I'll need a pot and a half after this one.
Okay. Yeah, if I need to start prepping a hunting party, let me know. Oh, bit of an update, by the way. Striker number 1 should be in our possession soon.
Hot damn. How soon is soon?
2 weeks.
Word I got is 2 weeks. Still trying to lock down confirmation on the second one.
Hopefully that's soon enough.
Oh, yeah. No, if we have to, hopefully we don't have to go to war.
Take stock in Gerber. I'm getting another couple of pairs of pliers.
Okay. I can do that.
Okay.
Has anybody told the boys yet?
Not yet. That may be my next call.
Okay, well, I know that...
I know they're in some serious shit right now, so they
California's a
might not
shitstorm.
need any more shit.
Yeah, no, California's a shitstorm right now.
Let me see how tonight's meeting goes, and I'll let you know.
Is it tonight, or is it...
Oh, Elysium. The supposed Elysium's tomorrow.
Okay.
We're meeting up tonight at the Hot Cake House.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, no, let me know how it goes, and if you need me, let me know.
Yep. Go panel.
All right, take care, love.
Yep.
And she hangs up.
Second phone call. Is to London.
Who in London are you calling?
Gonna end up calling another one of the mods
Okay.
for Shrek 2,
Okay.
just to see what they've got.
Boy, now there's a name I haven't seen in a while. What's up, love?
Yeah, isn't it great? This is not a computer-related fun. You'll get
Oh.
to use the computer. I don't want it over computer.
Oh, is this what Mort's been...
Yeah, what'd you
Oh.
find? Because I know he talked to you, too.
Oh, no, he hit me. Yeah, I know, he talked to me. I find Dick O, actually. There's... supposedly there was some individual named Von Corvin about... Oh, goodness. I'd say about 100 years ago, fancying themselves hot shit. The problem is there's confirmed proof of his death about 80 years ago. So I doubt that this is your boy.
What clan?
Ventru.
Of course it is.
Of course it is. Yeah, with a
What else you got on this Van Corvin?
Love, you know,
Children, sire, whatnot.
his sire is... Well, his sire was a Jonathan Dumont, who was killed in the French Revolution, in theory. Much beyond that, it gets fuzzy. You know how the cam is about records at that time, or records period.
Yeah. Problematic sons of bitches.
So yeah, no, there's no way this is your
Okay.
your boy.
Did he have any child or?
Not that I'm seeing any record of so far. We'll keep digging.
Okay. Did Dumont have any other children?
That's a good question. Give me about, I don't know, 2 hours.
Okay, I'm
Should have
going
some
into
more.
a meeting in 2, so
Okay, then I'll drop you a line at the usual.
yeah, use the extra Dropbox.
Okay, yeah, I'll have it for you in a couple hours.
All right, thank you, love.
No worries. You owe me.
Oh, I know.
Okay. Toodles. He hangs up. Okay, so you guys make your way to the pancake house. The hostess recognizes the two of you.
I slip an extra 50 over so we can have quiet and avoidance.
Would you like me to bring you anything?
Just some water to go round.
Is it going to be just the two of you, or?
No, there'll be a third.
A little extra coffee might be good.
Indeed.
Red coffee?
A little red creamer.
Okay. You'll have it shortly. And then,
I'm having a grand old time taking the tray. Yes, taking TriMet. Like, ooh.
Oh, we gotta teach you to drive.
oh my God, TriMetted. You didn't Uber, you TriMetted. Okay, so it's going to take you even longer to get there.
The TriMet. Yeah,
amazing.
that's why I left what I did. So meanwhile,
Let's see how long it takes you to get there.
while I'm
TriMet. How you get there matters. On time would be nice.
because yes, and while because I haven't got a car.
That's right, you don't.
About
Bloody hell.
About 40 minutes later,
My God.
you see Elisa
Elisa.
walk through the door, start looking around. You guys are in the back corner, so you're a little hard to see.
But I've made use of that time while I was sat on the bus, however.
Okay.
See if there is, in fact, an SCA in the area, an SCA chapter.
Oh, yes.
Huge.
Several.
Good.
There are tons of
Right.
group household sites, couple armor create makers. There is a heraldry guild,
Good.
Scribal classes.
scribal classes.
Good. Look
Paint
for them.
nights.
Yeah, no, there's
Paint nights.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
there's you name it in the SCA, and there's someone's got a blog about it
Okay.
or a website.
All right. We'll just send a couple of contact me's. Just say, who. Just kind of just briefly describe the envelope, and if there's an
So so how are you going to do this? Because you don't have any. You got to initiate contact with these folks. So
Yes,
are you going to drop an email? Are you going to hit an info at or what
yeah,
are you going to do?
just contact us at that
Okay.
usual that
Okay.
usual contact.
How many of them are you going to hit?
We'll start with the obvious. The
Okay.
Scrivener guilds, the heraldry guilds.
Okay.
As those two would have access to both the paper and fucking gold leaf. Like, really?
Yeah.
Who fucking does
That's
that?
the part that's a little.
Like, who actually does that? So we'll start with those two. Just hey, just kind of looking for some information. Briefly describe the envelope. Do you know if do you recognize this work? If not,
Okay.
and then send them to one of my anonymous emails.
Okay. Well, you get the email sent off.
Yep. And then
You'll get an answer if and when you get an answer.
whenever I get it. Yep. So, but I mean, if I don't, not a big deal. But just ever since I hit mine, I was like, that actually is a thing in this country. I forgot.
As of now, as you're digging around, and you're looking at all these sites. A couple of the one thing certain heralds are, or the Scriveners specifically are not, is shy about showing off their work.
Yes.
So you're finding a bunch of, you find a couple instas and websites that are talking about things that some of their more artistic stuff and fancy stuff.
Yes. Good.
And while there is some incredibly beautiful, detailed work, none of them are black with gold.
Okay. That's okay. Just keep looking. Just keep looking.
Okay. So as you're, trucking along, the bus takes you to the stop that's right by the Pancake House.
Hop off.
Okay.
Wait.
She walks in and you look around for a minute, and then Trinisa sees you.
So yeah, I text a picture, a selfie of myself, click, and send it off to whoever's got my mobile number, and send. So now you know who you're looking for.
All right.
Yes, and what I'm wearing. I'm wearing a white turtleneck under a black pea coat.
Perfect.
Excellent. Okay, so you arrive and you all sit at the table. And about 3 minutes later, in walks Tamina with an extremely stern face.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Ah, the stick is in.
She's really not that bad.
Oh, I'm sure. Stick's still in. She's still
Ladies?
mad, isn't she?
Hello, love.
All right.
And gives her a European kiss.
She returns it, and then
Oh, you're one of those.
she does a
I'm a Ventru.
bow to each of you.
Fucking hell.
There are standards.
All right.
So,
All right. Don't get your knickers in a twist.
yeah, have you guys been able to find anything about our new Prince von Corvin?
Oh, don't call him Prince.
Corbin?
Ugh.
She says it dripping sarcasm.
Our new prince.
That's why I love you. Not as of yet, but I have a feeling it may be connected to some things that might have happened years ago. Have you found anything out?
Other than being referred to as former Scourge?
Yeah, that was the former sheriff, apparently.
I see. Well, I guess we get to enjoy retirement.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't either.
Was yours pretty too?
Sure, the envelope.
Yes, we all got
Apparently
the same.
we are not high enough up on the food chain.
we don't rate. I don't know
what that
whether to be
does
glad
tell
or
us-
offended.
What that does tell us, though, is that their news of who is what is at least
3 months old.
at least that old.
On the other hand, a coterie does not necessarily provide title.
No, but Primogen standards do.
This is very true. So,
Has anyone reached out to the former Primogen in the area? There are still a couple left.
I have not. I was trying to figure out, in the very least, where it came from, and it was a generic deliveryman.
Yeah, that's what I found too. And there's no signature denoting who wrote it
No.
either,
No.
as far as, the artist and whatnot. Though they have impeccable penmanship.
It's quite lovely, I will say. And what have you found?
Jack and or shit.
About the same.
The closest I get is Von Corbin doesn't exist. Internationally, Von Corbin doesn't exist. Von Corvin has been dead for 80 years.
Yes. Yes, he has.
Well, you knew him then.
No.
I knew of him. Not directly, but I knew of him. And I was aware of his death. Yes.
Well, I guess we're gonna get. Oh, what is the phrase your obnoxious friend used? Gussied up to go to the ball?
Well, I don't. I look down. I don't leave the house not gussied up.
Muttering under my breath, typical Von True.
Oh,
Hey,
Sheathe
I'm
the
the one
claws,
sitting
little
next
one.
to her. Don't cause this problem.
What problems? I've no idea what you're talking about.
We won't talk about the London Underground anymore. No more Fight Club.
It's fine. I have certain standards, and I have those standards for myself and myself only.
I mean, I can posh myself up if I have to.
I didn't say anything about poshing. I said play nice.
Oh, right. If I have to.
yes, you do.
If I'm stuck sitting between the two of them, play nice.
All right, all right. Keep your knickers on.
What knickers?
I didn't need to know that, thank you.
That is a TMI, I believe they call it.
Well,
Okay, so what we've got is someone has decided they're suddenly the prince. Someone
Without
who
so much as
has
a
a
Bible leaf.
vast enough information network to know not only who we are, where our havens are.
Yeah,
that is
that's
particularly
frightening.
disturbing because mine is not easily found.
It's more than disturbing. It's
I've
very
Yours is even harder to
received, I've received inquiries from several other kindred in the area. That all received similar invitations.
Oh, shit.
Seems like they're inviting the entire community.
Is the Roxy even big enough for that?
no.
The what?
Well, might be now. But it wasn't 2 years ago.
That's makes me wonder.
Aliana, you get a phone call. It's from Jonathan.
Oh, how much do you want to bet he got one too?
He's probably panicking.
Hang on. Go for Julie.
Darling, I assume,
Oh, you got one too.
yes. And,
Breathe.
oh, you know we don't do that.
Fake it.
Right. So someone's in a no bullshit mood. Okay. Well, darling, I was not approached about setting anything up for this. I was not approached about providing any accoutrements
Okay,
or
okay.
attentions.
Hey, slow your roll.
Neither has the ministry.
Fuck. Okay, so
Nobody knows who's in charge of this.
it's because it's not a Never mind, I'm not even going to get into it with you tonight. Okay, so we've got a nobody.
And you are not used to him, even in his most panicky moments, even when he was under torture, being flustered quite like this. I don't know what to do.
I have extra pliers, Jonathan.
Oh no! You don't need to pick out the pliers on me.
I wasn't talking about you, pumpkin. Calm your tits.
Thank the gods. Well, then, hear him huff themselves up a bit. Goes, then I guess I'll see you all at the party tomorrow.
Yeah. Seeing is relative.
Christopher, get over here! Talk to you later, darling.
Uh-huh.
Hangs up.
Oh, batshit nutcase.
Yeah, he's still a little touched in the head from his draconic conversational experience.
As long as it was enlightening.
I don't know that it was enlightening.
He's hoarding.
Okay.
So, Jonathan hasn't been approached for any party planning, and neither's the ministry.
I'm not surprised. If this is someone who's coming from outside, he's not going to use anyone here. He's
Nope.
going to bring everything in.
Have any of your...
Stryker won't get here fast enough.
Excuse me?
Never mind, I'm talking to myself. Continue.
Oh,
Okay. I'll let that slide.
Good call.
What about your contacts for getting items of potentially illicit natures?
Nobody's talked to me lately about trying to get anything like this running. I mean, even Jonathan isn't asking for anything right now. It's been nice and quiet.
Well, in all fairness,
Jonathan's
is still in recovery, I think.
Yes, Jonathan's still a little broken. Jonathan needed to be broken.
You're not wrong.
Don't ask questions you don't want answers to.
You're not wrong.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Well, so,
Make a little mental note to myself. Do not drink anything Oleana gives me. File it away.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
well, seems like it or not, we're the only people I could come close to trusting at this point are at this table.
Oh, that's
Or-
a frightening thought.
Where is Alexandra, by the way?
She's on a tour.
She's back east doing a conference for radio folks. I've already got her updated.
Something about some conspiracy theories or something.
Yes.
Oh, that's
the-
right.
the
That's what her
usual-
show's about.
Yes,
right.
the usual barmy loons that call in on that.
Right.
Yeah, it's the Bigfoot convention.
Yes.
I see.
Or Mothman or something. I don't know.
Slenderman.
Chupacabra or something.
We
I don't
could
know.
use a couple of chupacabras.
It might be handy.
I don't know where we can get any.
I might know where to get a banshee.
I didn't think that they were real. The chupacabra, not the banshee.
What?
I'm not shipping a banshee from overseas.
Shh, it's expensive.
I'm pretty when you're quiet.
Talk about non sequiturs. Okay. So she's all, well, so the bottom line is now is not the time to be dealing with a new prince, even if they were legitimate right now.
No, and it really comes at a very questionable time as far as I'm concerned, considering what we found out in the last 3 weeks. What with the Second Inquisition suddenly coming in.
Yes.
Well, not suddenly coming in, but coming in and establishing themselves here.
That's the
In-
most
in
disturbing
force?
part, that they managed to establish themselves in force and none of us saw it.
None of us were looking because we didn't know we were had to.
That, right there.
We got lax.
It's my own fault.
No, it's not your fault, dear. 2 years without an adequate leadership in position
I am.
will do that. You are not, that was not your job. Your job was to make sure the rules were followed, not to govern.
Fair. However, as sheriff, it was still my responsibility to see whether or not potential threats were coming in. And I did not.
Nor
I
did
failed.
I think we all failed on that one. So, how do we do it? How do we address it?
Well,
Everyone roll me wits and awareness.
oh God. Ooh, okay.
One's a blood, right?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. I got 1 critical and 2 other successes.
Okay, so that's just 3 successes.
Yep.
3 successes.
Okay.
3 successes.
As you're talking, it occurs to you that the shadows are really dark tonight.
Shit.
They're a little darker than usual.
Auspex.
What are you looking for? Well, okay, first off, is that a... Well, okay, what under aspects are you going to do?
We'll do some heightened senses to start.
Indeed.
Okay. Heightened senses, you hear, as you fire them up, you're hearing, hang on a second, let me get the disciplines here, sorry.
And while I'm at it, palm a knife off the table. I know it's just a butter knife, but better to have it than not need it.
That would be... Are you trying to hide that you're doing it?
Not really.
Oh, then I'm not going to bother. Okay.
Okay.
If you're not going to bother trying to hide it, I'm not going to make you roll for stealth.
Nope. I mean, I probably could, but yeah.
Okay, aspects, heightened senses. Okay, it's free. Okay, so you don't have to do
A rouse check.
a rouse or anything for that.
Okay.
So, hang on a second. I'm going to confirm something.
Because by this point, I'm pretty sure I could tell the difference between shadows and shadows.
Roll wits plus resolve, please.
Okay, let's see here. Let's add 1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
Okay. You do sense that there's definitely darkness. It's darker. The lights. I mean, despite the fact that you've got the heightened senses up and things are a little brighter, not much. It sort of brings it up to normal low light. You also hear a family on a table halfway across the restaurant with some kid screaming, "I want pancakes! I want my pancakes!" And the one's like, "You calm the..."
They're coming, Junior.
Yeah, more or less. I mean, they're fighting with the kid about wanting pancakes. And off in another area, there's a couple college kids going, "I really don't get these freaking formulas. I mean, it's... what?" And the one that's with them was like, "Well, if you paid attention in class..." "Yeah, fuck you. I'm doing what I can." Just typical restaurant.
Can I borrow your notes from McGonagall's class, essentially?
Yeah, effectively. As for... what else are you doing? I mean, are you looking for anything particular? Are you trying to focus on a particular sense?
Let me see here.
I mean, everything goes up, but is there anything
Yeah.
in particular you're wanting to focus on?
We'll go through the range. We'll start with sight, then onto hearing, then into touch.
Touch?
Yes.
Well, you can feel the texture of the chair you're sitting on,
Okay.
because we've already kind of described sight and hearing.
Does anything smell differently? Because smell is often underrated.
They have not cleaned the grease traps in this place in months.
So nasty.
Oh, yeah.
They're about due to clean them out.
Before or after the Board of Health comes by and
It's
tells
not to
them
the
do it?
point. You get the idea that it's not necessarily to the... I mean, you've been turned relatively recent enough that you would realize it's not horrible, but it's not good. They're going to need to change it soon, but it's noticeable with heightened senses.
Okay.
There's some fish that's been frying lately.
Yeah.
In a pancake house, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, no, these guys...
They got fish and chips the whole 9 yards.
Oh, lovely.
But do they do chicken and waffles?
They do.
Yeah.
Oh, we need to go there. Okay, sorry.
Anyway,
This episode is not sponsored by Hot Cake House,
But can be.
but could be.
Okay, so yeah, that's all you pick up.
okay.
Is anybody else going to try and do anything? No, having noticed that the shadows are darker?
I don't have pretty much anything else, honestly.
Okay.
Although I am going to be, I'm going to be a little bit more aware, obviously. But other than, I don't really have an awful lot as far as...
Can I see your character sheet for just a moment, please?
Yes.
I know I should have a copy, but I don't.
No, that's okay. Go right ahead. Pass that over, love.
And while you're looking at that, what's the weather outside?
Overcast. Heavily overcast.
Heavily
Okay,
overcast.
so the shadows should not be quite this distinct?
Not quite probably as distinct as they are. I'm guessing.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're right. You unfortunately don't have
Yeah,
anything that's
I don't.
applicable here.
Yeah.
The other question is, what phase of the moon are
Not
we in?
helpful.
Can I see yours for a second, please?
Okay.
And yours?
And from where I'm sat, do I have a view of any, other than windows, can I keep an eye on any,
None of you have sensed the unseen. Okay.
No.
no.
Because we're dumb.
No, that's fine. It's not something you need often, so.
No, I mean, I rolled up to be more, a
That's
little
fine.
more,
Librarian, yeah.
yeah, librarian, yeah.
Okay.
I'm not a combat god here.
So, but otherwise,
I had one, but
it is overcast.
You're married, you're not O'Connell.
It's waning.
Exactly.
It's waning moon, about half. And things are just, just that's the only thing you really notice.
okay.
Do we want to zip forward to the next day? Or?
Yeah, let's zip forward to the next day. Yeah.
Let's see. For you, Aliana,
Okay.
you're down to 5 bags in your stash at home. So you're at hunger 2 currently. Are you going to do anything about it, or are you going to wait till the morning and see if you get hungrier?
I'd grab one with the coffee.
Oh, that's
The
true.
first coffee in
Okay.
the morning.
Okay, then yeah. So you're back down to 1. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So we're going to go ahead and everybody. Do you want to put together any sort of plan for the next day? Like, do you want to arrive together? Do you want to?
I think arriving together might be a good idea.
Okay.
Oh man, I didn't get a chance. Drat. I was gonna flirt somebody off the bus, take them home.
Oh my God.
Let's see if there's anything on the bus that's even worth
Oh my.
going out.
Just for shits and giggles.
Terrifying.
I'm sorry.
Terrifying.
No, actually, I'm not.
There's a guy in the back who hasn't bathed in a month.
Oh, fuck that noise.
There's a older, hairy Hispanic mother type who looks like she's just gotten off a long shift at her job and is heading home.
Okay.
The bus driver is not exactly a prime catch.
No.
Welcome to TriMet.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's TriMet.
it's
Welcome to
it's
TriMet.
not a very good-looking smorgasbord.
Okay. Well, never mind. Because I was gonna see about trying to do something about sating my hunger for the night, but I guess not. And I don't want to put that on Felicity just yet.
All right,
I'll
so
get to them in a minute.
we will move forward to the next day.
All right. Rouse check.
Yep. Where are we on time?
Good.
Ooh.
I'm testy.
Okay, where are we on time?
108.
Oh, wait, okay. So,
I'm good.
okay, you're
Roll
good?
7.
Good.
You're good? You're up at hunger too.
I'm a little testy. Yeah.
Your retainer notices you're a little grumpy and looks at you wondering if you have need of their alternate services.
If you wouldn't mind, I would be very thankful because I need my wits about me today.
Of course, mistress.
Thank you.
And you're able to sate 1 hunger from them.
Okay. Thank you.
Then you're going to go grab a tall glass of orange juice
Indeed.
and raid the Oreos.
Right.
Okay, so where are you guys, if you're all arriving together, how are you going to get there? Are you going to call a limo that picks everybody up? Or are you going to meet at another location before?
Actually, I wanted to. Was there anything on the card about a dress code?
No, only that it was Elysium and that it would be strictly enforced.
Okay, so that means I have to leave my Sykes Fairbairn where it can't be found.
Multi-tool, multi-tool, multi-tool.
Yeah.
So how are we doing this?
Yeah, how are we? Because
You
otherwise,
have access to the usual.
otherwise I have to try Met it again.
You have
Yeah,
access to Alexandra's vehicles.
I
while
give a
she's gone.
call. Do you think that we should be perhaps having Fluffy pick all of us up then?
Yes.
Yes.
Maybe meet at the tower and then go from there?
Sounds good.
All right.
So you're gonna call Fluffy?
Yes, I will give a call to Fluffy and
As the phone goes. Hello?
Fluffy, hello, my love. It's Tranisa.
I never would have expected to hear from you. How may I help you, Sheriff?
Well, we seem to have need of your services tonight. There is a meeting that we need to go to. And I
Okay.
believe that it would be best if all of us arrived at once, as a show of strength.
Oh, so you want me to act as a driver? Oh, okay.
That would
Okay.
be-
I thought you were asking for a bodyguard. Sorry.
No?
Yeah, no. I'm happy to do it. With Ms. D out of town. I don't tell her I call her that, by the way. Where do you need me? And any particular preference on vehicle? We've got a few.
Something understated, but large enough to be impressive, please.
So
And at the tower.
No, not the pig Hummer.
Not the big, please, not the pink Hummer.
she didn't own that. She rented that.
That's fair.
She's not that garish. That was mostly for the theme, I think. I'm not sure sometimes.
You
She's
hope.
got some weird. Anyway,
You hope.
we've got an Escalade.
That works.
Okay. Yeah. Where do you want to pick you up?
At the coin tower would be preferable.
Okay. You want to meet around the back?
Yes, please.
Alrighty. I will be there in 20.
Thank you.
Of course. And he hangs up. And what you don't see behind the camera is just like, the fuck? She never calls me. This is weird. Okay. And he goes and starts getting dressed and
And just because I'm smart, fairly tight-fitting shirt, leggings, flat lace-up boots.
okay.
So ease of movement looks nice,
Okay.
but if it comes down to fight or flight, I can do both.
Are you going to attempt to stash any weaponry upon you?
If this is an Elysium, I expect they'd probably look down on that. Probably
Or
for
at the very least, there's going to be a coat check.
probably.
A coat check.
Yes, which means they'll probably if they run down on me with a wand, I'd be surprised. Actually, I wouldn't be surprised. Unfortunately, I don't think I would be able to.
Okay.
I mean, in skin tight spandex, probably not a lot of places to hide something. Although,
Well, unless you've got. No, your character doesn't have that, so you don't have that pocket. Okay.
no. What are you talking about? Yes, I do.
That's not a pocket.
You look at the camera going, eh?
No, but what I do.
No, I mean like you're not corset or anything, stuff in it.
No, not that pocket. No.
Yeah.
No, but what I do have is I can slip a straight razor, shaving razor, into my boots.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
They're like combat boots essentially.
all right. So like docks or,
Yeah.
well, do you want to go docks or you want to go actual combat boots, like
Well,
British?
We'll go actual.
Commando.
Yeah. Well, actually, we're going actual MOD boots.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. And Aliana?
While trying to figure out everything else, I'm making more phone calls.
Okay. We'll get to those in a moment.
Probably the only weaponry that would be on is one of the larger Leatherman multi-tools.
Okay.
And that's stuffed in the jean pocket because I am not dressing up for some poser.
Okay.
Jeans, platform boots because short, and just like a regular extra hoodie, and then the head covering.
Okay. Trinisa?
I'm in a pantsuit
Okay.
with flats,
okay.
ease of movement, as it were.
Are you going to stash anything on your person?
Oh yes. Inside there's inside pockets of the suit, as well as there are lining the inside of her bra. There are several EpiPen cartridge with
Okay.
an instant hit
Okay.
of the concoction.
Which concoction? The dead blood or her
Dead blood
concoction?
concoction.
Okay.
The dead blood concoction.
Not
She's
Aliana's
got 3 of them.
concoction?
Three of them. Okay.
She has 3 of them
Okay.
inside her bra. And
Okay.
then she has a couple of, basically, the, what is it? She has fakes inside her jacket.
Falsies.
Falsies. She figures they're going to go ahead and check
Oh, so okay, by falsies you mean red herrings, not?
Yeah, red herrings.
Okay.
So she figures they're going to go ahead and look for them. If they look for them and they find them in the pockets of her jacket, they're not going to search any place else.
Oh, misdirects.
Yes.
There you go.
Okay. Alrighty, so you all make your way to the tower, and Fluffy's there waiting, looking really sharp, like full nice suit, pencil tie, looking like a driver. I mean, he's
Excellently done.
all his multicolored hair is pulled up nice and tight and neat, and
Oh, he's gone the full Elwood. Hasn't
oh,
he?
he's
got
gone.
the hat and sunglasses too.
No, he hasn't got the sunglasses because he's got to drive, and he is only a human. But well,
Mostly human.
yeah. And as you guys go, he texts you to let you know he's downstairs waiting for you.
Excellent. By the way, I have 3 vials that will be coming to you in the next 4 days. It takes a little bit to make them. But each one will give you a dose that will work for about an hour.
Okay.
It's not, if you use all 3 of them at once, it will, depending on how strong they are, you could kill them. But for a single dose, it usually is only going to take about an hour, and they'll just be down for a bit
Okay.
and easily able to be overpowered.
You'll have to let me know what flavor you're going to want in return.
I'll contemplate that.
Okay.
Thank you.
So that we can know the flavor of crack that's being smoked.
Gave the man crystal meth, the best crystal meth. Best crystal meth in Christendom.
Before we head downstairs, 2 phone calls,
Okay.
and I want to check the cameras around the Roxy to see exactly who and what's going in and out.
Okay, so there are only a couple of the normal traffic cams for the Roxy around the area of the Roxy available.
Fucking city of Portland.
The others are on, but pointing at the ground.
Oh.
That tracks.
And
That tracks.
from what you can tell, any internal security cameras for the Roxy itself are not online, as in they're not reachable from outside connection.
Okay.
But what you can see is it's obvious that it looks like there's an event of some sort going on, but it's not, super pomp and circumstance. You don't have like spotlights and crap going. It's obvious there's something going on. There's people in a line working their way forward, and there's a couple faces you recognize as far as other area kindred, including. And if you at one point you see, I'm sorry, I don't remember their names. The 2 Malkavians that you met with previously are there. I mean, it looks like everybody.
Oh, it's going to be a
Is
full
here.
crowd tonight.
Yep.
That just makes me more nervous.
Well, no time like the present.
Oh, there's always time like the present. I just don't like it. All right.
So you can all head down?
Yes.
All right, so you all head down. Fluffy opens the door and looks at you as you come down, Olean. He's like, "You're actually okay, cool." And once you climb in, he's just looking at you like, "Okay," and he hops in and he drives, and the usual Portland traffic. It's about 10 o'clock at night right now.
What day of the week is it, just out of curiosity?
It is, well, yesterday was Wednesday, so today is Thursday.
Thursday. All right. So,
Oh, it's a non-radio show night.
Oh no, there's a radio show going. It's she's doing a live remote from the thing.
Nice.
While on the way there, I thumb over into, on my phone, thumb into the live radio show to listen for a little bit.
You tune into her and Sukalos just talking about competing theories as to, or he's like, I'm not saying it's aliens, but what else could do it? I mean, it's just like, and she's all, yes, but what about other supernatural options? Like, oh, I don't know. Yeah, there's some, I've heard rumors of these things called Bastet. Other sorts of things that have been brought to my attention. I mean, do you really think it's aliens? I mean, what about other supernatural creatures?
I click it off.
Oh, thank God. I've explained to her a dozen times exactly how it was done and showed the mathematical proof.
You get the idea that she's toying with him.
Janissa just stares at her phone. Just, why? Why?
Because he's a fun toy. She gets her jollies off.
Aliens. No.
Cindy.
I don't understand why one would be involved in something, in a discussion of something about supernatural things when one is a supernatural being.
Because it's a way to get information.
Plus, it's a good cover. If you really think about it.
Ish.
Who would suspect?
Shadow.
A lot.
Big feet.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I've heard about that. There's a festival about that going on.
Yes.
And it's about this time that Fluffy rounds the corner, pulls up to the front of the Roxy, and as he pulls up to stop, he turns to you. So, guessing I'm not going to be going in. Do you want me to just go wait by the car, or any special instructions?
Wait by the car. Do not come in. This is not a good place for you tonight.
One of those. Okay.
I don't trust them.
Probably
and you
safer.
are probably not strong enough.
Understood. I'll go ahead and park a couple blocks down. There's an underground parking over there that's not usually populated. I'll go ahead and just park in there. If you need me, text and I'll be here in 2 minutes.
Okay. Thank you.
You are more than welcome. And he stops the car, leaves it running, gets out, opens the door so you can all exit.
And we do. And I eyeball the line.
It's everybody. Not everybody. Those who haven't gone in, but there's you recognize all sorts of kindred that you haven't seen in years. Some of them are like excited and just talking amongst themselves like, oh my God, really? I had no idea this was happening. And other ones are just looking really annoyed, like, really? You recognize a couple of gangrel who are like, what the fuck are we doing here? Why are we even here? What is going on? That type of thing. There's a whole lot of various types going around.
I walk straight up to the doorman and pull out my envelope.
Madam Sheriff opens the door.
Holy shit, that worked.
There with me.
And
Show the doorman the card.
the three of you go on in.
Send a quick text to Alexandra and to the boys. If you don't hear back from me in an hour, send the cavalry.
It takes
Mute the phone.
It takes a couple seconds, but you get a little from Alexandra.
Thumbs up, yeah.
The boys take a little longer to respond. And so as you walk in, you see it's all, instead of being set up for a concert, it's like all the chairs have been removed. I mean, there's some chairs around the edges. All the chairs have been removed so that people can be seen. The stage is set up with a basic, there's a lectern, but there's curtains are drawn. It's not like it's set up for a concert or anything. It's just.
Here's what I found.
Shut up, Siri. The weirdest times. And it's of course a blood red
Of course.
curtain
Of course.
with red Joe lights pointing down on it. I mean, they're just playing it up.
Someone's a tacky bitch.
There's uplights.
Could it be any more obvious?
Surprisingly few uplights in the area. There's a couple key points, just to give enough light to shine down, but there's plenty of shadows to hide in. And as you look around, Aliana, you recognize a few Nos just hanging out in the shadows. They're not particularly trying to hide, but
We just don't want to be seen.
just don't want to necessarily be seen. You see Tamina standing there. She notices you walk in, walks up. I got here about 10 minutes ago. Nobody seems to knew this was coming.
It's because it's not.
It's because it's not happening. There's something else that's going on. I'm pretty sure.
So there's folks walking around with trays with vials of red liquid in it, the glasses around
I
as
am
if they were wine
avoiding
goblets.
that like the plague. Do not even remotely want to touch that.
Actually, that's pretty smart.
Yeah,
What's up?
treat it like something I gave you. Don't drink it.
Are you disguised or are you appearing as you?
Oh, there's no point in disguising because there's going to be people who can see it anyways.
And as you're walking along, all of a sudden you see Jonathan off into the side,
Oh, God.
looking decidedly flamboyant,
Of course.
obviously putting on a brave face, being like, "Oh no, darling, this is a surprise to me. I had no idea this was coming, and what a pleasant surprise indeed. Oh,
Walk on the other side.
Madam Sheriff, so good to see you." And he walks up and goes, "Darling, you are looking wonderful. And who are your friends?"
Hello, my darling.
"Oh, I know who you are. It is good to finally meet you. I'm Jonathan. Pleased to meet you."
Lisa,
"Hello, Elisa.
right?
And is Mistress the Dark going to be Von Dark going to be showing up?"
No, she's away at a conference.
Pity. And well, doesn't matter. They'll learn when they get back. I'm going to go over. Oh, yes. And he spots somebody across the room and flits off.
Dear God, it's like talking with a butterfly.
How does he know my name? I mean, fucking good and sure it wasn't anywhere near him.
Teresa leans over and goes, "Darling."
You mean Tamina?
Tamina, sorry.
The other team.
The other two.
The other T. Leans over and goes, "Darling, he apparently had sources to know who everybody was at the party that you missed. He identified that Alex and Alexandra and what is the obnoxious one's name?
Sheehan.
Sheehan. That Alexandra and Sheehan were on the conclave, so it's a good bet he knew the names of everyone who was on it."
Yes.
Why do you think I don't talk to him?
I don't talk to him either. Right. All right. Mental note. Try to avoid him the rest of the evening.
I find a relatively shadowed area that doesn't seem to have too many people involved, but closer to the front.
Okay.
I want to get an unobstructed view of everything that's going to be going ahead and coming on and off of that stage.
Okay.
About the same, yeah. Hug a wall.
Okay, so for the record, for anyone who's actually been to the Roxy, I haven't, so I'm basing it off of other concert-type theaters I've been in before.
Okay.
So I'm going to assume that from the green room to the stage is behind the proscenium, what little proscenium there is. So you can't necessarily see who's coming in that way. There
Yeah.
are steps off to the side, so if anyone were to come up there, you'd see them. It's seeing general people mill about a lot. The general hubbub and buzz is people are like eager to see who this person is. And after you've been there for about 15, 20 minutes, just as 11 o'clock hits, all the lights come down to very low level. The lights on the stage brighten up. And the curtains open, and there stands a gentleman, 6'3", jet black hair pulled back tight, in a pristine suit with a Tremere logo pin on his lapel. To his side are two individuals also dressed completely in black. His tie is blood red, by the way, but they're dressed completely in black.
Black shirt, black suit.
And black shades.
Of course.
That's bright.
Black coat, black shoes, black hat, Cadillac.
And he walks forward and goes, "Fellow kindred, it is a pleasure to meet all of you at last. I am Antonio von Corbin, your new prince." And with that, we take a break.
Okay.
welcome back. And so, before we went on break, the new Prince of Portland showed up himself and announced himself as one Antonio von Corbin.
Do I recognize him?
Give me wits and awareness, and add a bonus die for your your investigation.
Okay.
Did they take my mobile away at the front door?
4 successes.
You've never seen this guy.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, storyteller.
Yes. I heard you ask about the
Okay, yes.
about the cell phone.
Yes. Did they take it?
No, they did not. They just stated that no photography was allowed,
Shit.
and that it would be strictly enforced.
Shit. Okay. Because I was going to see about taking a couple of surreptitious photos, but I guess not. Okay.
You're welcome to try.
You can certainly try.
All right, just going to look around.
So-
I do have subterfuge. Just kind of look
Okay.
around, see if anybody's looking at me.
Nobody's looking at you. They're all eyes are up on the stage right now, where he's just standing there. Nobody's applauding. He wasn't really expecting that, you could tell, but he's like, yes, I know. It's a bit of a shock, and I do apologize, but I assure you, my ascension is legitimate by the rules of praxis within the Camarilla. I have declared praxis since Portland has not had a prince in 2 years, has not declared itself as an anarch state, and, well, nobody wants a Sabbat town. There's some, titters of chuckles throughout the crowd. So, I am your new prince, and I would like to introduce my associates. To my right, he points to the female of the, well, they're both female, but the taller of the 2 females.
Are they Palmer girls? Please tell me they're Palmer girls. That would be so fucking hot.
No,
if they
they're
were
not Palmer girls. Took me a second to parse what you were asking. No, they're not Palmer girls.
Amazing.
Anyway,
She is actually very minimally made up. But she's all. This is Cassandra. She is my candidate for sheriff. He looks around the crowd and he's like, "You're Chanisa, the former sheriff, correct?"
I am the current sheriff, yes.
You are the former sheriff, and I would like to talk to you later about a debrief. We will talk after.
Oh, we'll definitely have a chat.
You see, the Cassandra looks over at you, arches an eyebrow, and you see Antonio just goes, This is a bit of a surprise. I understand. I understand that you are surprised, my dear, and I'm more than happy to discuss it with you. But as I stated, I am well within my rights by declaring praxis, since no one else seemed to bother. And to my left, he points to the other girl, is Priscilla. She is my candidate for Scourge. And he looks over and he's all, and I understand that your prior Scourge, Miss Tamina, and you see Tamina arch an eyebrow. Ah, there you are, my dear. I assure you that my choosing someone other than you was not meant as an insult to you or to your clan, but it is my understanding that you have been called away for a while, and we need to have a Scourge who is local. Now, as I'm sure you all have questions, I will be happy to take a few small questions before we set aside for some possible one-on-one conversations. If you wish to speak with me directly, privately later, you are more than welcome to speak with Roderick at the door. And you see what looks like it's an obvious nos at the door, holding up a notebook, going, and
Yay.
Much rejoicing. Yay.
Is this one I know?
you've never seen him before.
Oh, he's brought an entirely new crew in. That's not sus. That's not sus at all.
And he just, but it looks like he's obviously not happy being in the spotlight. And he goes, please make an appointment with Roderick, and I will be happy to meet with each and every one of you. Now, for your first gun, I'll say, holy what the fuck is this? And just out of nowhere, Brujah, you recognize as a member of the Brujah, just runs up and goes, this is bullshit. There's no way. You can't be Prince. You didn't talk with anybody else. You just can't fucking do this. And you see Cassandra steps forward a little bit.
Take advantage of the brouhaha.
The Brujah.
Yep. Make sure the volume on the phone is down and that the flash is off.
And
Take a bunch of
all of a sudden you see
scriptures.
Cassandra step forward, and she just goes perfectly still. And the Brujah's just like, there's no fucking, we're not going to answer you. You come in here, think you are pomp and circumstance, ivory tower bullshit. We're not going to. And as everybody turns and looks, tendrils have come up out of the floor, enwrapped. Shadow tendrils have wrapped around this individual and is holding his throat extremely tight, and tendrils across the mouth and then moving towards the stage. And Antonio stops, leans over and goes, I see. Well, there's one in every crowd. Let me enlighten you, child. You're a Brujah, I'm assuming. You see him looking like, and he's just like, his fingers like, defiant to the last.
Yeah, that tracks.
Yes, well, I am a very understanding person, but what I will not tolerate is disrespect and disorder. So, you have chosen to test my limits, and, well, now you're going to meet them. And he reaches into the lectern, pulls out a scimitar. Holds the tip to his throat and says, now. He's leaning over the edge of the stage, because the arms are holding the guy up, so the sword's right here. He's like, now, I'm willing to overlook this once. This will be your only chance. And if you try and defy me again, you will pay the price. Do you understand? And he's just like, and you see him push a little further, and you see the Brujah wince a little bit as a trickle of blood goes down his throat. I'll ask you one more time. Do you understand? The Brujah's and you see the Brujah's eyes start to go wide. And you see the tendrils start to tighten around him. And the Brujah's just like just really struggling. It's like, you see him nod shortly, very curtly. Like, good. Takes the sword, puts it back behind the counter, release him, and tendrils just, and he just drops to the floor. And it's obvious he's taken some damage. Let our rude friend be an example. This is Elysium. This is a formal meeting. You do not violate protocol. I stated that I would be willing to make appointments with everyone and answer questions. Clearly, this gentleman had other plans. So, putting that aside, and you see a couple of attendants rush up, grab the Brujah, and drag him off to the side. And a couple of his buddies are like, dude, what the fuck? They're all just kibitzing. Now that that's out of the way, there's a bit of business I would like to discuss. One thing I've noticed is that in the absence of a prince or any sort of functioning government, You've got yourselves a bit of a thin blood problem. Not anymore. For example, and you see, he motions over, and you see, fully bound, those 4 missing thin bloods being brought up to the stage. Thin bloods are a scourge upon this planet, upon all of kindred kind, and are not to be tolerated. I am formally declaring open season on any and all thin bloods within the Portland Greater Metro area. I'm also offering a substantial reward in the form of finances to the tune of $2.5 million US dollars, prime hunting ground, and a large chunk of territory, specifically the docks, to anyone who can bring me their progenitor alive. In the meantime, what are we going to do about these guys? Turns around and just in one fluid motion grabs a sword, and all 4 of their heads fly.
So much for Elysium.
You say that out loud?
Only loud enough for her to hear.
Thin bloods are a scourge. They do not deserve the protection of the Camarilla. Anyone who has a problem with this can leave the area. Anyway, now that that bit of unpleasantness is out of the way, I will take questions.
Yeah, where'd you come from? Because you don't exist.
Well, clearly I exist, my dear. I'm here.
No, you don't exist. So who are you really?
I am your prince, Antonio von
No, you are
Corbin.
not.
You see both Cassandra and Priscilla just snap their eyes to you, and they're just looking at you. And he says, let's see. Priscilla leans over, whispers in his ear, like, yes. Okay. You would be Miss Aliana, I'm told? Please feel welcome to be specific about your question. I mean, you've given a rather vague question.
No, I've been rather specific. Who are you? Who are you really? Because Antonio Corbin does not exist. And since you are not local, where'd you come from? I believe all the kindred here deserve an answer of this.
I have been sent by the Ivory Tower to bring order to this city. I have taken princedom by legitimate praxis. If you have any problems with it, you are welcome to contact the Ivory Tower Central.
Oh, I will.
In the meantime,
Who are you?
I told you.
No, you told me who you are claiming to be. Who are you really? All of these kindred here, who, might I add, are here at a great risk of the SI.
Yes, well.
So maybe, that's the other question. What are you going to do about that if you are the so-called prince?
Well, one thing at a time, my dear.
No, I believe they all deserve answers to these questions.
But it is my job to answer the questions. I will do so one at a time. To answer your first question, my birth name is Antonio de la Vega von Corban, or von Corvan.
So you're claiming to be von Corvan?
Oh, there's no claim about it. I am.
Von Corvan died 80 years ago. Try again.
There's more than one von Corvin in the world, my dear. In regards to the Second Inquisition, that is another item that needs to be addressed, but I don't think it's as big a deal as you think it is. Fortunately, we arrived in time to notice that they have managed to establish themselves through the obvious lax governance of whomever was here, including your former sheriff. So, my intention and my instruction will be their immediate removal. I have already put measures in place for them to lose access to their buildings. They are losing their leases. Their warehouses will be raided, and they will be shut down within 48 hours. They are not a problem.
49 hours when they're still here, what are you going to do? What should we do about it? Because obviously you wouldn't have been doing your job if that is your job. And I still don't believe that that's your job. I still don't accept that you are Prince, because if the Ivory Tower was going to send one, they would have 2 years ago.
Yes, well, the Ivory Tower, upon the death of your previous prince, gave an instruction to the remaining group of the Prince, the Primogen, the Scourge, and the Harpy to see if any of them wanted to declare praxis. Any of them would have been legitimately able to, yet they didn't. Why? Well, that's a good question. But, regardless of the answer to that question, they didn't. I did. Now, regarding hour 49, when they're not here, unless you've got a talisman that sees into the future and can guarantee me some sort of proof that they're not going to, that they will not be gone within 48 hours.
I don't believe you can do it in 48.
Well, then time will be the tell of that, won't it, my dear?
Don't call me my dear. I'm not your dear.
I
And
see.
you're not my prince.
Ah, I see. So are you proclaiming to be an anarch?
No, I am not. However, you are not my prince.
Well,
I would take Jonathan over you.
oh my God! And he doesn't even look. He doesn't even acknowledge Jonathan. He says, well, you are, of course, entitled to your opinion, just as many of the kind were walking around saying, he's not my president. I didn't vote for him. Whether you believe it or not does not make it so. Either direction. I have made the legitimate claim, and within the next 48 hours, you will have proof of my abilities and what I intend. Until that time, a modicum of etiquette and courtesy is the least that is requested.
I'm being rather courteous in comparison to what all these people have seen me do.
You see several of them go, and he looks over and he's just like,
However, I am speaking the questions that everybody else is having and apparently doesn't have the testicular fortitude to ask.
and like 14 people all just seem to look over and they look over at the brouhaha and they're like, no shit.
Scuttle, scuttle. Nope.
And don't look at me, I gave mine up years ago.
Well, my dear, I am I like to think, fair man. So let's do it this way. In 48 hours, if they are not gone, as I said they would be, we can revisit this, and we can have a discussion.
And we will do it in public.
And we can do it in public. I don't fucking care. That's the first point you've seen him just crack just a little bit of his exterior. If after those 48 hours it's not gone, well, we'll see what happens then, won't we? In the meantime, I would ask that you hold your questions. Any further questions? Your impertinence. Roll for me. Hang on a second. Gotta verify which ones you need for that. Hold on. Where the frick? There we go. Right over here. Give me a willpower roll.
Oof.
One or all of them?
However many unspent willpower you have.
One of them's a blood die? Or no?
I'm going to say yes, but I'm not 100% positive that's in the book. But I'm going to say yes. Looks like two. Two successes?
One's crit, but yeah.
Your beast is just all of a sudden whimpering in the back of your head going, you really don't want to piss this guy off. And you just feel like the intimidation oozing off of him. And hang on one second. Sorry, I guess I'll find the exact one I'm wanting to use here. Hold on.
Wait for it.
Wait for it!
Ah, there it is. Okay. No, it's not that one either. Sorry. Ah, there it is. Okay. Roll your composure plus intelligence.
Oof.
Oh.
Oh, hey, I get an extra die for that one. Ouch!
Uh-oh. This does not bode
That was a
well for
failure.
you. Oh, no. Did you botch anything?
Was that a complete fail?
Oh no.
No.
So that is a complete fail against 7 successes, 3 of which are crits.
Ow. Oh dear.
He looks at you and says, now, my dear, if you are quite through, take your turn and quiet down. And that just resonates in your brain. And you're like, I think that might be a good idea.
Okay.
And boom, it's just, yes, sir.
Well, that'd be unusual because none of y'all have been able to see me shut my mouth.
And he says, okay, well, now that that bit of unpleasantness is out of the way, are there any other general questions before I move into a couple of the direct meetings I needed to have this evening? Looks around. Nobody raises their hands. Very well then. In the meantime, I invite you all to enjoy your evening, and refreshments are being provided as is normal for these occasions. he motions over to the other side of the room. A door opens to a side room, and there's refreshments waiting for everyone. Says, please enjoy the rest of your evening, and at the, as Miss Aliana suggested, we'll meet here again in 2 nights. Actually, we'll make it 3 nights because it's going to take the second night for sure. So 3 nights hence, we will meet.
Okay.
And we will see. Enjoy your evening. Madam Sheriff, if you may join me for a moment.
Yes.
And he invites you up by the stage, or up onto the stage, and motions to a dressing room.
I follow.
Okay. Tamina comes with you, and at first, Cassandra Priscilla just like phalanx him. He's like, no, let her come.
Move or be moved.
She can. She has every right to be here as well, because I do need to talk with her. And he takes you back. And he says, and there's a nice posh table's been set up, comfortable chairs, one clearly the head, larger, padded, not quite a throne, but damn near.
Is it purple?
No.
Pretentious bastard.
Do you say that out loud?
No, I do not.
Not with the potential La Sombra in the area.
Not with that intelligence, I don't.
Well, and but at the same time, he's being very Ventrue.
Oh, yeah.
And he motions for you to take a seat, and Tamina also just takes a seat a little to the side of you. And he goes to his throne and sits down. His throne. May as well be his fucking throne.
Yeah, may as well.
He goes to his chair, sits down. Goes, well, so, I'm sure you have a ton of questions. And I'm sure the first of them being why I replaced you.
Actually, my first was why you're not recognizing the fact that the Primogen here chose to create a conclave.
And where are the members of this conclave?
Well, you intimidated one of them over there.
Ah, I see. Are there any of the other members of this conclave present?
Yes.
Please give me their names and I shall have them brought in.
So I do, Elisa. The other 2 ended up having to leave to go down to LA in searching out information regarding the SI.
Yes, the persistent thorn in everybody's side, it seems. Not sure entirely why, because they're not that hard to deal with, but very well. One moment. He looks to Priscilla. Priscilla nods and then fades into the shadows. I assume the 2 of you are standing together?
Yeah.
Roll me
Yeah.
wits and awareness, please.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, thank you for throwing me under the fucking bus.
And it's a legitimate question.
Yeah, well, yeah, all right.
2 successes.
2 successes.
Fuck me. 4 and 1's a crit.
How many of the dice are crit?
1 crit and 3 other successes.
Okay, so
two,
it's just
2 9s and a
it's
7.
4 with a crit. Okay.
4 with a crit. Yeah, 4 with a crit. Sorry.
So you suddenly feel this unusual chill coming all of a sudden out of nowhere. Behind you, you hear, the prince has requested your presence backstage. If you would please follow me. And she turns and
All right. Just make sure that straight razor is still in my boot. Yep. Okay.
actually let's check and see if they removed it from you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, they did not.
Excellent. Okay.
They patted you down, but they did not find it.
Lovely MOD boots. nice and padded in all the right places.
Do you go with them?
Hesitantly.
Yeah, do the same.
She gestures and escorts you up onto the stage, back behind the curtain, and ushers you into the office, or the dressing room, rather. And he says, "Ah, yes, okay. Now your outburst makes more sense."
For someone who claims the praxis, I would have expected you to do your homework.
Oh, I did my homework, but
Then-
the idea that there was a conclave created had not made it out of the city.
That is not our fault. The Primogen had chosen.
Honestly, it has made it out of the city. But obviously, either you or the Ivory Tower has not kept up on what's going on. Maybe both.
I see. Well, I will say this at the outset. I do apologize for my heavy-handed response. Had I known that you had been elected by the Primogen of the area to be part of a conclave to determine to help and assist in determining new leadership, I would have been a little more understanding. I'm sure this comes as a shock to all of you that I come waltzing in out of nowhere, as you said, but it is what it is, and we will have to proceed accordingly. So, the information being out of date, you are correct. That is a failing on the Ivory Tower's part. But they are, as you are surely aware, not the fastest organization on the planet. So clearly our information was a bit out of date. For that, I apologize. But it does not change the fact. Now, I will entertain more questions in a moment, but I want to answer the one of the big elephants that's in the room. And that is why I chose a different sheriff. In the 2 years since the previous Prince Thorin's death, you have, I'm sure, been overwhelmed attempting to keep control of the city while in the middle of a pandemic. So that buys a little bit of slack. But that doesn't explain how or why there is such an extreme thin blood problem in this area. Our last count was there are over 1,000 of them. We have begun roping up what we can. These numbers are based off of information given willingly, and in 1 or 2 cases not willingly, by rounded up thin bloods, including but not limited to the 4 that were dispatched this evening.
And how many of them were changed of their own free will?
That
Did you ask them?
is not.
Did they
our
ask to
concern.
be reborn?
No, they did not.
Then why are they made to suffer?
I do not make the rules, my dear. I just enforce them. So I
Why
will say
are you
that
violating their right to Elysium as well?
According
thin
to...
bloods, according to the laws of the Camarilla, are not
They are not a part of it.
a part of it, as she says. They are not under the protection, nor are they deserving of the protection of the Ivory Tower.
Why? Because somebody couldn't keep their fangs in their mouth?
And that is why the reward has been offered for the one who is siring them.
And what of the information that we have already outsourced and found out about the creation of them?
That is why we are talking here tonight. I would like to speak with you and acquire what information you have gathered thus far.
Then I expect to keep my position.
You see Cassandra snicker a little bit, but otherwise makes no noise. She's just like, and he looks at you and goes, "My dear, you're not exactly in a position to bargain because the situation does not look good. After 2 years under your watch, that I'm walking in and finding all of this. Now, that being said, as I said, I'm not an unreasonable man. While I'm certainly not going to remove Cassandra as sheriff, it's nothing. She hasn't done anything wrong. In fact, she has been a loyal and effective servant of the Ivory Tower and me for quite a while. She was one of the first of her clan to be brought into the Camarilla and has proven herself an exemplary member since being brought in. Now, that being said, I am not against the idea of having multiple sheriffs, assuming you prove, for lack of a better term, worthy. Oh, come on. This is, you know, you're a Ventru. Does any of this politically surprise you?
Politically, no. Of course it doesn't. I cannot, however, stand by and allow the destruction of children who were not asked to be born in the first place.
How is this different from any other city of the Camarilla when a fledgling that has been abandoned by its sire is located? What is the rules regarding this?
That would depend on who it is that finds them.
The general rules as come down from the Ivory Tower
And where
regarding unsanctioned childer or childer who are abandoned by their sires, what is the standard response and rules?
Not one that I'm willing to deal with.
The sire is responsible for the actions of the childer.
And how is Alistair these days?
He smiles for a second. Which one? There are a couple.
Loveridge.
Ah, Mr. Loveridge. Well, he's not the topic at hand, is he?
But he is my sire,
Yes, he is your sire.
and he did abandon me, just as every other human prior to my rebirth abandoned me.
And as part of that, when you were found, the prince that found you gave you an opportunity to prove yourself. And you have proven yourself, for the most part, excellently. However, we're not talking about a full-blood vampire. We're not talking about a Ventru or a Nosferatu or a Tremere or a Malkavian. We're talking about thin bloods.
And what if the Second Inquisition already has a job for these thin bloods, and they were the ones who
All
created
the more
them?
reason to get rid of them, don't you think?
I believe that it would be more in line to stop further creation,
Agreed on that point.
but not necessarily wipe them out of existence in a level of carnage that would completely out the masquerade. Something that the Ivory Tower itself cannot and will not tolerate. We are speaking in regards to basically what is the head of a hydra. We need to go for the heart of it. Quit chopping off heads, literally and figuratively speaking.
I see. Well, your suggestion does have merit. However, this city, populous though it may be, can't support as many kindred as it has, barely. And that's without taking into account over 1,000 thin bloods tapping into the herd. There aren't enough kind to go around. So, something has to give. And since they aren't supposed to be allowed to live anyway, we solve two birds with one stone. Or scimitar, as the case may be. So,
So how's Owen?
who?
Never mind.
Please, do clarify. To whom are you referring?
I was having a momentary discussion with myself. The only way to get the better end of advice.
Are you Nosferatu or Malkavian?
When you spend too much time with the Malkavians, sometimes they wear off on you just a smidge.
I see.
So how am I supposed to prove myself worthy now, since
We can start with turning over everything you found out. I'm not removing you from the investigation. I am requesting a report on everything you have found thus far. With names, with contacts, all of it.
I cannot speak for the others in the conclave?
I take it. I'm not asking them, I'm asking you. You're the sheriff, you're doing the investigation.
I am the sheriff and a part of the conclave. And as a part, we make a decision as a whole. That is what a conclave does. We are not an autocrat.
I see. I wasn't aware you were part of this conclave. I figured you were just the sheriff. I see. Well, okay then. So, that being the case, and we have these two other members of your conclave here,
Yes?
I will make the request to all of you and ask that you pass it along to the remainders of your conclave who are not here.
I respectfully request 24 hours. to allow us to discuss before,
To allow you to discuss or to provide me the information?
to allow us to discuss and to provide you the information if we choose to do so. If we do not, I will step down as sheriff.
My dear, I'm not giving you a choice. I can grant you 24 hours to discuss amongst yourselves and get all your notes in order. But at the end of that 24 hours, you will provide me what you have. And from there, depending on what it is and how much there is, we can discuss whether or not you continue to be part of the investigation and whether you are of worth to the Ivory Tower to remain as a sheriff. And he turns to Tamina and says, "Now, as for you, Miss Tamina, knowing that you are a member of the Banu Hakim, knowing that you have only recently returned to the Portland area, I fear that the duties of Scourge would conflict with your loyalties to your clan. That is why you have been replaced. Now, I understand that in the past you have been very supportive and defended the Portland region from the Sabbat and from the Anarchs with a veracity that is very hard to compare. But I cannot and I will not have a Scourge with mixed loyalties. This is not a reflection on you as an individual. This is simply me knowing how the Banu Hakim work." You see Tamina just sits there with her arms crossed. She's just listening. She goes, "Mm-hmm." And she looks down for half a second, mutters something in Arabic, looks up and says, "Well, my prince, I will, of course, have to confirm with the Ivory Tower, as well as with my Caliph, before I can fully respond to your questions." Antonia sits there, nods for a moment. "A fair statement, and I understand. Is, given the time zone differences, 48 hours enough time?" And Tamina looks at him and goes, "Yes." He's all, and he's looking at her expectantly. She tenses just a little bit. She's all, "Yes, my prince." He goes, "Ah, much better. Okay, well, so, I presume you have other questions? Or can we call this a day?"
I'm done for now.
Okay. To your other members of the conclave, you haven't said anything.
Nothing to say yet?
I'm sure you have questions.
I do.
Well, please ask them.
It's not the right time.
My dear, there are seldom a time that are any better. But I know better than to try and force a Tremere to say anything. So, we will turn again to you, Miss Aliana.
None that you're going to answer. We're done.
Good. Then we understand each other. So, I shall expect to hear from you in 24 hours' time to arrange a courier to pick up the information that you have, to be shared with us, and then we will take an evening to review it, and we will meet in 48 hours' time to discuss it. And pause for 1 second. There are other towers in Portland, right? It's not just the coin tower.
Oh, yeah.
There are other towers, yeah.
There's a few.
Give me a name of one of them. I don't care which.
U.S. Bank Corp.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Big Pink.
Big Pink. Okay,
Yeah, the
Big
big pink. Yep, that's the one.
It says, in 48 hours' time, we will reconvene at, I believe it was run from the U.S. Bank Tower, where the old prince ran things. And you see Tamina just look at the three of you, but doesn't say a word. So
Keep stum.
we shall meet there in the old prince's chambers, which I will be moving into, and we will discuss what we find. And by then, I hope to have our questions to you answered, and I should have better answers for you, as well as proof of my sincerity regarding the Second Inquisition. Good evening. Do partake of some of the refreshments. I bid you good night. And he just leans back and pushes his chair back, stands up, walks out, followed immediately by Priscilla. Sandra just stands there, as if waiting for something.
I motion to the two of you, and Tamina, we're leaving now.
Nice.
Tamina goes, I think that's wise.
Yep.
We walk out. I don't look either way. Straight forward. Phone out immediately. Text Fluffy, meet us out front.
2 seconds later, you get a response, on my way.
Next message sent to Alistair, my sire.
Uh-huh.
Sends him Antonio's information.
Hold that thought. Roll percentiles for me.
Okay. Do you want actual percentile?
Just use a red and a gray, that's fine. Red will be 10s, gray will be 1s.
Oh, okay. 52.
You were able to get 2 pictures of this guy from the crowd.
Nice. All right, make sure they upload, and then take a quick look at the doors. And put my heightened senses up. Do I hear or feel any humming around any of these doors?
Oh, yes.
Okay, good.
In fact, now that you think about it, there's been a dull hum the entire evening.
Okay. Does it
One
feel
that is not normally heard in a concert hall.
Okay. Does it feel rather, shall we say, electric?
There is definitely, there is an electrical hum, but there is also a roll me wits and awareness.
Okay, that sounds what's awareness? All right. Okay, versus what?
Just what's an awareness? What'd you get?
Okay, is the success 6 or better, or 7?
Six or better is success, 0
Okay.
or critical.
Yeah, 4 successes with a critical.
Okay. You also hear in the and as well as this electrical hum that is again not normal for this type of area. You hear a hiss of white noise. And roll. What's your technology?
Oh,
3.
I'm not there.
I've also got a point in science.
Okay, so
Do I?
roll intelligence and
Okay.
technology, and I'll go ahead and let you throw in the science as well.
Okay, so let's see here. 1, 2, 4, 8. Okay, 4, 7, 8. All right.
I'm wondering if you have figured it out.
I think I have.
Do I smell gas by any chance? Let's see here.
Oh, you're not smelling for gas. You're listening right now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 successes.
It's not white noise. It's pink noise.
Different frequency.
Specified frequency. White noise is random. Pink noise is within a
Yeah.
range.
Okay, all right.
Okay, that being said, you said you were sending this information to Alistair.
Yep.
Speaking of,
Are you
what-
going to tell her you got a picture of this guy?
No, because there's too many ears in the area. But just check. Do I have enough signal to upload these to the
Not
cloud?
inside the building. Wi-Fi is not working. Text is, Wi-Fi is not. Or
Okay.
data is not, rather.
Shit.
Now, once you get out to the car,
Yeah. Well, assuming, because here's because that's why I was checking to see if there was an electrical hum, because if the doors have
Faraday cage?
yeah, or more to the point, electromagnets around the doors to wipe electronics on the way out.
Most cell phones these days are sufficiently hardened that the amount of magnetism magnetic field that would be required to do that are like MRI levels.
Okay, so
And those are not quiet devices.
no, they are
No,
not.
they are not.
Okay, and we'd probably notice that on the way in anyway. Okay.
Oh yeah, you would have noticed that. If that were the case,
Dubstep
you would have
from
noticed.
hell.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
wub would have been insane,
Oh.
and your razor would have been vibrating in your boot trying to get out. So
Okay.
Triple
All
time
right, so-
dubstep. No.
Okay. So
no, it's not. You're not seeing. There is a hum. There is electricity around the doors. It might be an interference field, but it is not of a type that would
interfere with
interfere with. Not wipe them anyway. It's not generating enough of an EMF to cause that.
Okay.
Is the hum loud enough that a normal hearing would hear it?
No. There's enough other background noise. And as you walk out, you see all the people, all the other kindred that are in the area, chatting amongst themselves as you would at any other normal Elysium. There are a few that are just like, they're just trying to look like they're trying to piece together what the hell's going on, but and there are a bunch of other people. Oh, I knew the Ivory Tower would come to our rescue. It's about time we got a prince here. Well, you hear a few of those type of conversations as you're walking
Yep.
out.
Sounds about right.
I am. Yep.
The brouhaha from earlier is nowhere to be seen. And as you, is there anything else you're looking for as you walk out?
No, I am. My awareness at the best of times is not all that keen, honestly. But I am exceedingly focused on what I have gleaned as far as both etiquette and what has happened at the last bit, which is why I'm messaging Alistair.
Okay. It takes you a minute to get a couple bars, but you do get a couple bars. And what do you send him?
I sent him a message. Interesting doings here in PDX. New prints, ... What's the sitch at Ivory? Question mark.
Remind me where Alistair lives?
Alistair lives in Germany,
Okay. Okay.
at least now.
Okay.
You don't get a response right away.
No.
It's gonna between time zone differences and that.
Yeah.
It's
Nope, I don't expect to.
it's-
I don't expect to, but I wanted to immediately send it to him.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to make sure that I had the wherewithal and the awareness to go ahead and do it right then.
keep in mind you're dealing with a roughly 8-hour time difference,
Yep.
and it's
least.
past dawn there.
Yeah.
So, you go out. Fluffy's waiting in the car, ready to drive off. Tamina says, "I brought my own ride. I will be taking it."
Are you all
You need
right?
me? Depending on what my Caliph responds, I may be.
That tracks.
It
Let
may
me
be
know.
time for judgment.
Let me know. Either way.
I will.
Thank
Are
you.
you all right, my friend?
We shall see. Not everything is as it seems, obviously.
I would agree.
So I believe it best if we keep in contact with one another very closely.
Understood. I agree. And you, Aliana?
How far away from the door are we?
You're in the car driving.
Okay, good.
So, having said conversation with.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're getting
Yeah,
ready.
we're
You're
getting
right.
ready to
My
get in the
apologies. She's
car.
not in the car. You are about. There's enough vehicles going on the road that Fluffy had to go down a building or two. So you're a good 80 feet from the door.
Low as possible, low as possible. That was some bot level shit.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I got a couple of snaps.
Good.
Send them to
Sure.
me, please.
You gonna take a look at them to send them?
Yes, before I do, to open them up and just see what came through.
The first thing you notice out of the blue is that Cassandra and Priscilla are just blurs.
That tracks with what I know of La Sombra.
Some bot level shit.
Yeah.
Antonio is very out of focus, but still identifiable.
Okay.
Not to the extent that the La Sombra are. But it's almost as if his proximity to them is affecting it.
Yeah.
Unless, or maybe they've shared blood around each other. They've
Shared something.
Done a little Valdery with each other, maybe. I'm speaking completely out of turn here.
But you can make out who he is.
Okay.
I mean, it's just you can't. You're not gonna. It's not a 20 megapixel picture. It's more like a 3 megapixel picture.
Okay, but enough that details can be picked out.
Light detail, heavy detail,
Yeah,
not
heavy,
not
yeah,
in detail.
It's not professional glamour shots. It's more like,
It's family snap.
Yeah.
Family snap with an old
With a scholastic twist.
with an old Polaroid.
With an old Polaroid camera. Nice. Nice. Okay, yeah.
Share the
that
pictures-
level.
Share the
Okay.
pictures with those two.
I'm going to send a copy of them to Alistair as well.
Okay.
Yes, and forward a copy to my sire as well.
Okay.
And I do forward the same thing over to the boys to let them know,
Okay.
and over to Alexandra.
Okay.
I take the better of the two pictures and put it in the Dropbox that goes back east to the other.
All right. It's on its way back,
Okay?
and you're driving back to, I'm assuming, the coin tower.
Yes. Yes. We're going back to the coin tower.
Yes.
We're not pinking it.
Nope.
We're going to where the good sushi is.
Sushi.
Loaded line.
Actually, you know what? Sushi sounds really good right about now.
Right? I haven't eaten yet today.
After the
There's
show.
eggs.
After the show. Everybody roll awareness plus resolve.
Uh-oh.
The big fuck yous.
Right? I'm like,
Ooh. Three
2
successes, 1 crit.
successes, including a crit.
2 successes, no crits.
While you're in the vehicle driving, you hear something kind of like muffled, very muffled people talking, and then it goes away. Like it could have been somebody just having an argument on the street as you drive by, but you're not sure. But you're like, and you look over and there's, people on the street as usual. Mm-hmm. It's midnight after, or it's like almost 1 a.m. You drive back, you hit the coin tower. Fluffy drops you off. I'm assuming you guys head up.
Yep.
No. I'm sufficiently spooked enough that no, she's not going up.
Are you going to stop the others from going up?
Probably look at you and say, don't do it.
What's on?
Something smells wrong.
Something smells wrong from the off.
Okay. I text my ghoul with a different phone
Okay.
and let them know to meet us down at the fountain by the waterfront.
Okay.
Oh, atomic call? Mm-hmm. Sweet. We walking then?
It takes about 3 minutes, but you get a response saying they're on their way.
Okay.
It's a good thing I wore me walking
Followed by a
boots.
text from your sire, or at least your sire's number. And it says, I don't have all the details yet, but it looks as though somebody up high decided to assign somebody. I'll let you know when I know more.
Does that...
Although it's in German. Because if I recall correctly, he's in Germany, so he's speaking German a lot.
Yeah. I mean, technically he's French, but...
Oh, okay, then it's in French. Whatever his core language was.
Yeah, that's his home language is in French. But does that match what I know of his writing style?
I don't know. Okay.
I'm not trusting anything right now.
Roll wits and awareness.
Okay.
Constant vigilance, Potter.
Right. Seems legit. I got 1 critical on my blood die, and that was it. So apparently it seems legit.
It seems legit.
Okay.
So are you all walking down to the waterfront?
Yeah. Good thing I'm on my flats.
Good thing I wore me boots.
In sending the stuff off to your sire, did you include any questions?
Just,
I mean, what was the wording of what you sent them?
okay, let's see. Who is this guy? What do you know of him? Where did he come from? He's claiming to be the prince, or claiming to have installed himself as Prince of Portland. Any information you've got would be helpful. A.
Okay. So you sent this about 15 minutes ago,
15
obviously.
minutes ago, yeah, when I had clear signal.
You see 3 dots, as if somebody's responding.
Oh, okay.
And it's that way for a little bit. And then you get a response.
Must be nearly dawn in Britain.
Roll wits and awareness.
Okay. See, this is why I dumped all the points into the mental traits.
Dump stats. Yay!
Yeah, pretty much. Two. No criticals.
Yeah, it might be. It might be dawn. You're not sure. This whole night has been enough of a whir that you're just like, I don't think it's dawn yet. Maybe, I don't know.
Okay.
And it's been a night.
Do I have presence of mind to do a quick?
That's what you were just rolling.
Okay, I was going to say that.
Presence of mind.
Yes,
Yes.
presence of mind to find out what time it actually is in London at this moment.
You get a response. Apparently, Ivory Tower decided to install a prince.
Okay,
I'll get more details as I can.
all right. Thank you once again.
You get a text from, not Mort, the other one.
The one in Romania would be too late.
No, because you reached out to London, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, I reached London. He was supposed to hit Romania.
You start getting a text, or you get a text from your London contact saying, this guy is, we still can't find a Von Corbin, but apparently word around around Camarilla around here is that, yeah, they sent a prince.
A prince. What is it? This prince.
Respond back. Who's the prince? Name.
Still digging. We'll have it for you shortly.
Send to third line. Pop open the phone, rip out the SIM card, throw it in the river.
Okay.
So this is the reason why we don't have good fish in the river.
They're eating all these little SIM cards, but they've got brilliant reception. Fish have got wonderful coverage.
Amazing.
Wipe the phone, chuck it in the river.
See,
Okay.
I'm not trusting shit.
That's fair.
We're walking. We need to go over to Whiskey Bar and go under.
Okay.
So you're going to take that turn and start heading that direction?
Yep.
And I'm going to look at you both and say, get rid of the electronic devices. We'll get you new ones. Dispose of those now.
I do.
Yeah,
Because frankly, at this point, no.
yeah. Actually, yeah. Do the same.
Everything is hinky. We're getting rid of it all.
Yep. Yeah. Pop the back off the phone. Pull the SIM card out.
Crack it in half.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
And then bin the cell phone.
so where's the whiskey bar in relation to the waterfront, which is where you guys
It's
are at?
down in Old Town.
Okay, so you're walking over towards Old Town?
Yep.
A long walk.
Yeah, it is
But
a
it's
bit
a
of
walk.
It's a bit of a walk. It's going to take you about 20 minutes to make the walk.
Yep.
Everybody make me wits and awareness, please.
Okay.
Again?
God.
Ooh, 3.
2 successes, 1 on blood die.
Okay. One success?
Yep.
Or 2 successes, 1's a crit on the blood die.
Okay.
So 3.
And I got 3. No criticals.
Okay.
I'm
so
blind. It's fine.
as you're walking,
Some
you
sheriff
see the
you are.
usual tents on the sidewalk. You're not seeing a lot of homeless people themselves, but you're seeing their tents. And you start to notice that tent over there, didn't we just pass that tent a way back? That's weird. You walk about a block more, and there's a tent that looks almost identical to the one you noticed before. In fact, you notice there's a couple duplicates.
Like same make and model or the exact same tent?
You'd have to go back and examine them to be sure, but they're at the very least same model.
Okay.
I'm oblivious, so I have one success. There's cement in front of
You're
me.
like, there's a lot less people than usual at this time of night.
How odd.
How odd.
Ever get the feeling we never actually left?
Yes,
Yeah.
but no, because there's just cement.
Nope. Shit's wrong. Shit's really wrong.
All right.
Is anybody cluing me in? Or are you just going to keep on letting me going?
You start.
Oh, we'll let you go.
Fabulous.
You.
With the sheriff night.
Oh, God. That's fair.
Poor sheriff.
I mean,
Drink.
you know.
That you were part of
Fuck with me, please. Yes.
Okay, so you start to approach the whiskey bar that is closed and locked.
Well, that's not normal. It's only, what time is it? Shit.
It is currently a little after 2 o'clock. Actually, no, you guys have been walking for a little bit, so it's about 2:40.
Yeah, no, that's not right. That should still be open. Well,
Everybody, wits and awareness for me,
On a
please.
Thursday
oh,
again.
God. Here we go again.
3.
One success on my blood die.
Same. Oh my God.
You're still tripping on the tents. You're just like, it's
Not
cold.
even noticing, not
It's
even
air.
noticing the tents. Wow. Wow, it's cold and it's late.
None of the
Suddenly
bars
an elder
seem to be
god
open,
reaches up.
Even the after hours.
Portland has never shut down like this.
Traffic is light. A little heavier than usual for this hour, but light.
That's weird.
Are we still on NATO or one of the other?
You're back into Old Town, so
Okay,
So
so
it's right by the Max tracks.
yeah, you're approaching the max tracks.
You're right down by, like, First and Cooch.
okay.
And there are no homeless people around.
That doesn't
That-
track at all.
That doesn't no.
No, even me with my lack of observance.
That's why I just said it.
Yes, and
That's weird.
yes, and me not even be from here, this area. Like, wait a minute. Where's all the roof sleepers? Actually say that out loud. Where are all the roof sleepers?
That is rather odd that they're not here.
Yeah, this place is normally swarming.
I don't like this.
It's not either. All right. Make like I'm bending down to tie up my boot. Let's see if I can slip my straight razor back out.
Okay, you're able to. Every one of you roll a 10-sider. Let me know the number you get.
Oh, God.
Oh shit, I'm fucked.
You know what? I'm
One.
changing dice because these things are fucked. I'm so sorry.
Shit. 5.
All right. Yeah, we'll do that. All right. Oh, stop it. 2!
1, 2, and 5. Oh my God, we're fucked. We're all fucked.
Okay.
No matter what you do, Zach, we're all damned.
And Cthulhu comes and eats you all.
Well, you know, it is the Halloween episode.
Funny you should mention that.
Funny you should mention that.
And as it happens, I have a couple more characters all rolled up.
Someone's prepared.
Have you seen this folder?
Yeah.
Wearing the brown pants.
Yes. No, that
Only on a
guy's
roll
smart.
wits and awareness for me, please. And throw in 2 extra bonus die.
Oh, God.
Non-blood.
Okay.
2 successes.
Do you want to re-roll any of those using a willpower?
Oh, fuck yes. I know the answer to that question.
Yes, thank you, and very much so.
And it's been over an hour. Has the cavalry even sent in yet? 4 successes.
Woohoo!
A little better.
Woo!
Thank
your
God
cheeks
somebody-
are suddenly very sore. And you're hearing, and you're hearing this muffled, come on, from out of nowhere.
Oh.
But your cheek is like suddenly, it's almost like somebody smacked you upside the cheek.
Okay, which one of you fuckers is hitting me?
It's not me.
I know better.
Roll wits and awareness plus 2 dice, please.
Oh, God. Oh, no. Okay, wits, awareness, and 2 dice. Please don't fuck me, Gil. Okay, oh, that's much better. All right, 4 successes, 1 of them on my blood die.
A success or a crit?
A crit.
Okay, any other crits?
Yes.
Okay, so you've got 2 10s,
Yep.
one of which is the blood die.
Yep.
You got a messy critical.
Yeah.
All right.
Me likey.
Your beast in the back of your head is going, oh, this is bullshit. Why are we putting up with it? Why are you putting up? I'm German, sorry, I meant to go French.
No, it's fine. I'm German, so
That's
Prussian.
true, okay.
Yeah, you're
but
German.
it's supposed to be French. Why are you putting up with this? This is, no, this is wrong. We are getting out of here. And you hear in the back of your head, come on. And and your cheeks are extremely sore. Like somebody is smacking you actively.
Fuck is happening? I don't like any of this.
Roll wits and awareness plus 2 dice, please.
Three successes, no criticals.
3 successes, no criticals.
No. I did roll a 10 on one of them, but it was not the blood die.
You have minus the beast portion. You hear much the same, and you feel like you're being smacked around a bit. Every one of you roll willpower for me. Willpower plus resolve.
Oh, God.
Oh, okay. Let's see here.
3, 4.
1, 2, 3. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 6,
Okay, all of them.
9, 10,
Oh, I'm gonna be smart.
Okay.
12.
Yeah.
You can't re-roll the blood die.
Nope, you can't re-roll a blood die. I did, however, get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 successes. 2 of them critical, none of them on a blood die.
Okay.
Okay. 3 successes, 1 crit.
Okay.
Still rolling. Let's see here. Oops. 3 successes. I did roll a 10, but not on the blood die.
Okay. So, slightly out of order, but you all, that smacking feeling is getting stronger, and like to the point where every time you feel the smack, the world does one of these. And you're just like the world's just blending in weird, and you're hearing this voice. You're hearing this voice saying, "Come on, wake the fuck up! We don't have time for this."
Okay.
And this keeps going for a little while. Roll wits and awareness to see if you can recognize who the voice is.
One critical on my blood die.
Fucking finally. 4 successes, but no crits.
1 success, it's a crit.
Okay. You don't recognize the voice. You recognize it as Alexandra.
Oh, okay. Do I have presence of mind to call it out? Alexander, what the fuck?
You're starting to the world's like suddenly starting to get dark, but there's a brightness filling your eyesight and blurring out the world. And this goes on, and as you suddenly start feeling yourself being shaken a bit,
Woo.
all of you, and you're like, "Rah!" You finally you open your eyes, and you are in a sterile white operating theater.
What the?
And
me.
there's the IV holders.
Oh,
Around each of you has IV holders next to you.
okay.
With multiple bags of a bluish, one bag's a bluish substance. One's a purplish black looking substance. And you each have IVs in your arms. And a tube up your nose. And we'll go for...
No medicine. Damn it. That's the one thing I don't have.
Aliana, you are being shaken by Alexandra. Trying to, shaking you, going, come on, wake the fuck up! And then you are being shaken by Tamina.
Tamina. Okay.
You are being shaken by Fluffy.
That tracks.
That's fair.
That's fair.
Add to blooper reel.
Right.
And so you wake up and you're just like very disoriented.
What the
And
fuck am I?
As you look
Who the
around,
fuck am- Who are you? What?
as you look around, you see Alexandra, Tamina, Fluffy. You also see 4 other individuals dressed all in black with swords and various weaponry and tack gear, just doing stuff. Like, and if you look closely, you see one of them starts depositing a satchel and reaching in, and you hear like some sounds as he's doing it. She's like, "Come on, we gotta go." And so she reaches out and she's like, "It's gonna hurt. I'm sorry."
Rip it.
1, 2, boom! Rips the tube out of your nose.
Hocus pocus voodoo bullshit.
Take 2 superficial damage. Tamina looks at you and goes, "Okay, we're gonna do this." 1,
Fuck me!
2 superficial damage, please.
Get it out, please. It's really annoying.
And Fluffy pulls it out. He's a little more gentle. You still take two superficial damage.
Do I notice the stick in my arm?
Oh, you notice.
Okay.
So you all pull him out, I assume.
Yeah, just
Yep.
gently, because yeah,
Gently.
I do at least have the presence of mind to go. Okay.
I just put hand over the edge. Pull.
She pulls him out.
Just take it.
Fluffy pulls him out, tosses him aside. And then she's like, "Okay, come on, you guys, we gotta go."
What is
Picks
this?
you up. I'll explain on the way. We gotta go. We can't hang here right now.
Fine.
So
Fine.
Alexandra puts you under her arm, or her arm, picks you up.
Yeah.
Up and out.
Fireman
No, not
carry.
fireman carry, but like,
Up and under.
Up and under. Yeah, she's just
Oh,
like,
okay.
"Come on."
Yeah, the drunk carry.
Yeah, more or less.
Okay.
And you guys start heading out, and as you head out, you see, she yells back. Actually, let's see if she has the presence of mind to yell back. Hold on. Oh, yeah, she does. Oh, fuck yeah, she does. She's like, "Grab at least one of those bags, each color. Let's go." And you see, as you just like look back, you're like, you look back, you see one of the guys who's the guy who just dropped a satchel. Turn around, reach over, grab a couple of the IV bags, close them off, stuff them in a satchel. And as you guys come out of the operating theater, you enter a white hallway,
Okay.
and you see bodies, lots of bodies,
Bodies at the floor.
more or less. You see what appear to be military types, or at the very least mercenary types. I mean, just
PMCs.
PMC types.
Fair.
And they, you go down, you start working. They start dragging you towards the stairs, which is right next to the elevator, but they take you to the stairs. And they're going down the stairs.
Means there's going to be a fire soon.
Roll wits and awareness for all of you, please. Minus 1 die.
Mine. Oh, that's
Minus
Minus
groggy.
1 die.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
God.
groggy.
This is going to go so badly.
Holy
It's
crap.
not!
I actually meant
2 successes! Yay! Oh!
You can't re-roll the
Can't
do you
reroll
got?
the blood die.
one. Okay, one. Okay, one crit. Go ahead.
I got 4. Holy shit.
I got both of them. It's both of them successes. Holy crap! I'm waking up.
You don't see it. You two do. 3 concentric C's on their chest.
Oh, son of a bitch!
Oh, shit.
Not on the ones carrying, but on the bodies.
Oh.
You see a couple folks that look like they're lab techs, just slagged against the wall.
Yep.
Splattered.
In a couple cases.
Yeah.
Okay.
In a couple cases, it looks like just somebody walked up with blam, blam, blam to the head on a lot of them.
Sounds
Yeah.
about right.
That tracks.
They drag you down. They help you down. You go down several flights of stairs out into a loading dock,
Okay.
and you are tossed into the back of a black van. Relatively padded, but it's a black van.
Like that, yep. Blacked out windows, I presume?
Oh yeah, blacked out everything.
Okay. Yeah. Great.
and-
We're being tossed in the back of a kidnap van. Hooray.
What could possibly go wrong?
And you see
Don't tempt fate. What's the matter with you?
Tamina turn around, utter a whole bunch of stuff in Arabic. Excuse me. She gets a couple of responses, and you know they're like acknowledging whatever it was she said, and then she climbs into the back of the van with you three. Fluffy and Alexandra get in the front. Alex is driving, and you hear her just punch it, wheels spin. This van's got some guts. This van's got some balls. It's like you're spinning tires as you get traction. You head out.
So it's not a standard Ford Econoline.
No, it is not a standard Ford Econoline.
Shocking.
Yeah, kill super ease.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, when the storyteller does that,
Oh yeah, you know you're in for good.
She
Yeah.
Tokyo drifts that bitch out of the parking lot.
Nice.
On the Nieto Parkway.
Nice.
And you just haul ass.
Meanwhile, the rest of us in the back are like, yeah, yeah.
And as you get
Ow.
about 2 or 3 minutes away from the building, you're all kind of you can. There are no side windows, but there are a couple windows in the back doors. Are you gonna try and look out and see what's going on? Or
Oh, fuck no, I know better.
I was going to say, yeah, do I even have the presence of mind to think about
I'm
opening
asking
a
if you
window?
want to try.
You can certainly try.
At this juncture, I am probably too far out of it to even think more than just clonk.
I'm curious.
Okay, roll wits and awareness. No penalties.
Okay. Two crits, one of which is my blood die.
Messy crit.
Nice.
Oh yeah, you're like motherfucker. You're like obviously extremely pissed. You look out the window as you fishtail drift a bit. You manage to hold in place. You see that it's the one building that you guys had found.
That building.
That building.
And as you're driving down the ring, just as you turn right onto Nieto to head down, extremely brilliant flash.
Too
Oh
bright.
my.
Yep.
And about 15 seconds later, concussion
Concussive.
wave hits.
Yep.
And the van just and Alex is like, "Oh yeah, baby, fuck yeah!" I mean, it's you get the idea. This is not Alex driving.
Oddly. And yet.
And yet, seemingly apropos.
And she just floors it, and you see a huge fireball go up in between the other buildings.
Well, that's going to leave a mark, and I'm going to have to explain that to someone. I'm pretty sure.
No, you won't. Who are you going to explain it to?
I'm not sure yet, but I'm pretty sure we're going to have to go ahead and explain it to someone.
Hey, Alex, how long has it been since I messaged you?
What? Yeah. What do you mean? Which message are you talking about?
When was the last one?
Just before, right after I told you that I was going to that convention back east, I think. And you hear mumbling to herself. No, wasn't that? Yeah, about I don't know, 3 days ago.
Oh, God.
Hi, Calvary.
Thank you.
She drives you off to a warehouse that is not the one that was John's.
Am I able to soak any of this with my fortitude? Have I been able to soak any of this with fortitude?
You're going to soak too superficial for the tube being ripped out?
No, not really.
I mean, you can do it, but why?
No, yeah, I'll just let it go. I'll heal it eventually.
And as you drive down, as they go across the bridge, you start to hear the sirens and the lights, and just you're blown past by every emergency vehicle that has been called.
Yep.
You all go back to a warehouse that you didn't know Alex had. You didn't even know about it.
Whoa.
And you go into a little underground parking area. And you see a thing a metal grate come across the top. And then she opens the door. She's like, come on, let's go. Let's get you guys taken care of.
Stagger up.
She helps you guys, her, Tamina, and Fluffy get you all set up. She's like, okay, we're going to stay here for a day or two while everybody recovers. We got to get rid of these fuckers somehow.
Yeah.
Bot level bullshit.
No SI level bullshit, darling.
What was that? What?
Who nabbed us?
Okay, so short version.
Hang on. Can I get some breakfast?
Yes, hold on one second. She reaches down into a bag, opens it up, tosses you a couple Capri Sun bags. Capri Sun bags.
Stab.
That's now canon. That's the non-canon canon.
Anybody else need anything?
Oh God, yes.
Yeah, I could go.
Can you do bags, Trinisa?
I cannot. It won't do anything for me.
What do you need?
Someone living and willing.
Fluffy looks over at Alex. She's like, yeah, go ahead. Fluffy says, as long as it's not too much, I can help.
Be gentle.
I thank you, and I appreciate it.
Okay, so he offers his wrist to you.
Okay.
So, Alex takes you guys into the, effectively a bunker.
Yeah.
Nice.
The door on this bunker is 3 feet steel thick.
Holy shit.
Like not quite.
Like Fallout shelter thick?
Yeah, well, 3 feet's a little thick for a fallout shelter, but
Slightly paranoid, are we?
just because you're paranoid doesn't mean they're not after you.
Sponsorships have been
That's
real
fair.
good, huh?
Did I tell you I've been elected for another award?
Congratulations.
Thank
My
you.
condolences.
Yeah, well,
How are the aliens?
it is what it is.
One of these days you'll have to show him the actual mathematical proof of how it was done. Not that it'll get through his skull.
Show who?
I don't think that was real.
Son of a monkey whore.
I think you guys have an adventure to tell me. Short version of mine.
Oh my god.
So, we were supposed to meet at the tower 3 days ago
Yeah?
to discuss the latest updates, as well as some findings that I had been told about, and you guys never showed. Tamina was there. I was there. The boys are still in California.
What day is it?
It's Saturday.
Yes.
Do you have your phone on you?
Me?
No.
Check. What am
You
I?
guys, none of you guys have
None
phones.
of us have
yes,
our.
what am I
laptops.
wearing? No,
Good question.
Yes, because
Excellent
remember,
question,
I walked
because
in to that event wearing skin tight top, leggings.
You walked into
and
the
boots.
event.
What event? I don't think it happened.
That's why I'm asking. What am I wearing currently?
You are currently wearing a hospital gown.
Your back end's showing.
Isn't it a nice ass though?
It is kind
Look
of,
at that!
yes.
Look at that woman.
Please tell me you got something warmer to put on around here.
Oh, yeah, no worries. And she opens a closet, and there's various bits of clothing. Oddly enough, in all of your sizes.
Because of course it is.
Because
it is.
she's paranoid
Yes.
and likes to think ahead.
All right.
Hoodie and jeans.
And it's at this point so the van's turned around, doors are open. As you look over the van, you notice there's a sack in it. A roughly person-sized sack.
Who do you have in the sack?
Oh, that. Yeah. That's going to be fun. She goes over, pulls the bag over, opens the top and tilts a little bit. Antonio, unconscious,
Oh, really?
looking very, very haggard and beat up, wearing not scrubs per se, but what appears to be some sort of specialized outfit with a bunch of electrodes on it.
Since the beast.
Okay, make the
How
roll.
do I do
It's a
that?
rouse check, I think. Hang on a second, let me look.
Yes, I believe so.
Let's see how screwed I'm still am.
Well, you've managed to take down your blood points, so
Yeah.
hang on a second. Sense the beast, sense the unseen. Touch,
that's
the
animal.
soul.
It's animalism.
Oh, it's animalism. Okay.
Yeah, it's animalism. Which is in front of
There it
Auspex,
is.
by the
Yeah.
way.
Yeah. I have to go over there. Okay, it's not a rouse check. So it's resolve plus animalism.
Throwing dice.
It's not my fault.
Nope, this time it's me. Two successes. One's a crit.
Do you want to re-roll any of them?
No, the only one I can re-roll is that one.
Okay. You sense there's something there, but it's not a beast like you've ever encountered. It's not a kindred beast per se, but there's definitely something there.
I don't like it.
Hocus pocus voodoo witchcraft shit. Cage it.
She's like, oh, that was the plan. That was the plan.
Before it wakes up?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Okay.
yeah. It's going to be taken care of. And it's not even going to be a risk to my humanity. So, anyway, you disappeared for 3 days. We did some digging around. And through our various networks, and a call from your friend Mort, actually.
Bless you, Jeffrey.
We found footage of each of you being captured on your way home from the last meeting.
From the pancake house?
I don't think we ever made it to the pancake house, honey.
The last meeting 3 days ago that we had, that I was at.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
You were captured, typical vans. Looks like they hit you with your favorite substance.
I'm not surprised. Which means that I need to have a very, very close and personal discussion with my brewer.
Apparently, I don't know that it was necessarily that, but it was something like that. It appears to be. I'm not sure. I've heard rumor of the SI having such things that can slow and chill a kindred.
It's not
pretty quick.
surprising. I mean, it's, the tech is out there if you can figure it out.
So, they hid themselves pretty well, but fortunately, we were able to catch from a distance.
I hate that song. God, I hate
A
that song.
traffic cam that happened to be aimed, and we saw all three vans pull into this building, into the CCC building. Oh, by the way, the CCC building won't be a problem anymore.
Noted.
That was pretty bright.
Is that what that boom was?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it
right.
was a. Hey, we were careful.
Right, you know what? Don't tell me. Plausible deniability.
I walk over to Tamina. Are you all right?
Oh, I'm more worried about you. Tamina was not in there with you.
No, I know.
She's all, you see her normal stoicism crack just a bit, and she smiles. It's good to hit him back for once.
I just full on kiss her.
Woohoo! I don't have a phone to take a picture.
Just put it in your memory.
Oh wait, it's there. Oh yes. What?
Kisses her back.
It's a messy critical.
Oh!
And so it's a total of 5,
Oh my.
Oh.
including the blood die.
Oh. What kisses her back?
She returns it passionately. Like, bites into your lip a little bit passionately.
Yep.
And in the process, bites her own lip a little bit.
Well,
I'd say get a room, but I don't know where they've been stuffed yet.
Oh my god, that's the most beautiful thing I think I've ever seen.
And that is as good a place as any to wrap.
excellent.
Thank you very much for joining us for our Halloween episode of Knights of Faded Roses, Season 1, Episode
Thank you.
6.
Thank you.
We will return next month, where I think that Elizabeth is going to take the chair back, unless she liked what I did, in which case we'll see what happens. We may switch this up periodically.
I like it.
Hope you all had a fantastic Halloween, and we will see you next time.
Bye.